I'm coming with.
We're
There's
just
a
waiting for Brandy.
there was another person who did the pillars.
Oh, you can swap to a focus for
It's
this
me.
part.
It's me. Don't worry.
There's an orb talking to me. Again.
Oh yeah, I'll put on a focus for trash. Good call.
Why aren't you on the gate?
Oh wait, this is good with Taco. I should put Taco on.
Wait, what does Taco do?
Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay.
It will help a
Are we
little bit
doing?
with the boss. I believe. I think it has some markers for it.
Oh, does it?
I believe it does, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, I'll throw mine on. We'll see.
Are we doing earth or air?
Earth.
Earth.
Earth. Okay, so that's just equals.
Earth.
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 The
Air.
Earth. The Earth. The Earth is on fire.
It wasn't follow the little. Follow the little idiot.
So we can all join. Brandy will come. I'm gonna use bio real quick and get some water, and then I'll be right back and we'll start. Soda, do you want to explain for anybody who's a little newer to this?
The pre-event?
Yeah, just a quick prevent of what we're going on. I want to let people see it. I don't want to wait this prevent out. I want people to see it.
This pre-event is just straightforward. You just play PvP, you capture the points, knock enemies off, stack and kill Jin. That's it. At the end, when Glenna's trying to open a door, one healer is gonna stay with Glenna, and one of the Chronos will stay with Glenna. Everybody else is gonna go to a rift and destroy it. It's very, very straightforward. Just PvP capture circles. Same.
But we need to make sure we kill the enemies quickly and concisely, so a lot of pulls would be helpful as well. Am I correct?
If you can pull them out or knock them out, that works too.
Okay.
It's usually not that big of an issue for everybody's power or just
Soda,
DPSing.
myself, you, and myself will stay on Glenna. Everyone else will do the split when we do come to the door. Soda,
Guys?
I'm going to make you lieutenant if that's okay, so you can mark for the team.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Guys,
And sorry to put
how
pressure
do you-
on you. I'm just not used to Wing 7 as much as you are.
what's the name of the enhancement I need to buy?
What do you mean, your food?
Mm-hmm. I
Butternut
have the soup.
bowls of butternut squash, and then I believe the power food is still the fruit cakes from Christmas, right?
Oh,
No,
crap.
it's the sharpening stone.
Yeah, but is the sharpening stone 5 and what the thing is 3? I thought both were 3.
Most people, if they're just being cheap, they use the truffle steak and they use sharpening stone.
If you don't
mean-
have a druid in your party, you run curry butternut. Yeah, the tin of fruitcakes is exactly the same as the potent sharpening stone, except the
Yeah.
sharpening stone is 1 hour instead of 30. So it lines up with the bowl of sweet and spice.
I gotcha. Yeah, I just use this.
It's just for convenience, basically.
Alright, so we're waiting for Brandy to accept Cupcake. You're getting the food. Jer should be back and loading in, so little later than we want to run. Thank you for being semi-punctual, punctual, everyone.
It's K of Ahdashim.
Yeah, the key of Ahdashim.
That thing.
Yep, that one. Jer should be coming. I'm not the best at this fight. I do know the fight. I am able to help and talk to people about the fight. I'm not going to be calling this fight as much as I normally do for my normal training runs, guys. We're going to have a very lovely explanation at the beginning, and resetting this fight is extremely quickly. We start right at the boss, so we won't lose a lot of time if we need to practice some things. We have an hour and a half. We have 3 hours this evening. We're trying to do 2 bosses. I'm trying to do more that you guys want to do. You guys suggested Sabbatha. We will do Sabbatha starting at, depending on when we start here, and depending on how long people can stay, we're going to do 1.5 hours of this boss. If we get it sooner, we move on to the next boss on the list. if we get that sooner, it's up to you guys what we start. If we have the instances, but we have 3 hours tonight. That's the full runtime. A little longer. Trying to get more training in on Friday. So sorry that we're waiting for Jur, but that's who we're waiting on. You fuck.
Oof.
Anybody have any questions before we even start the preview? Or the boss, Soda will and can explain if I cannot. And I'm pretty sure even if I can explain, Soda will explain it better. Anyone have any questions?
Kill. I want to kill.
Good, I do. Soda, so when we are fighting the Earth boss, it's the support that want to stay outside of the group because we'll get chosen to spawn the pillars. Is that correct?
Generally, it's the supports. Anybody that brings Scourge or has ranged DPS. If you have to, then you pick melee DPS then, but it's not that big of a DPS loss.
All right, when we get right before the boss, I'll let you choose the people. I'll be happy to be one of them since I'm comfortable doing that role.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, everybody's
Alright,
here.
I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Hold on.
So
I gotta
sorry.
give Soda
No
a
worries.
lieutenant. No, thanks, Jared. Wait, we still need Brainy. So where the fuck is Brainy?
Are we not
Oh, yeah.
doing a heal scourge for this?
What? No, we're running Heal Brand and Full Druid. We're not running
Oh.
Heal Scourge. The Heal Brand can carry this fight with my grandiose stand your ground, a lot of blocks, and my Tome F3, my 3 skill, should block all the hand bullshit.
Okay.
Alright, well, let's get a shot ready here.
Oh, we're drinking? Fuck yeah. Cheers.
Yep. I got Miller for the chaser,
Ugh.
and I got some Curdy.
Let's make sure we have some cocaine for the focus.
We
at least,
get-
guys.
We
Let's
get
stay focused. This
processional.
isn't Drades. This
Maybe.
is Drades. So, please, guys, let's bring a big brain. Let's stay focused.
I bring
Got
Procession of Blades, Sword of Justice, and
Actually, can instead
Bane
of
is
Sword of
Signet?
Justice, no, I want you to run stand your ground. But yes, Bane's Signet is always in a power DH's rotation. It's on your signet or
Is
wherever
this-
it's comfortable.
Good shit.
Is this heavy break bar?
Alright, I'm back.
Nope,
Did we
none of
forget
it.
shots?
None of it. Welcome
So
back,
there's no
Brandon.
break bar this time?
I'm all sobered up now. I just ate like a shit ton.
All right, we got 10. He's loading now.
Filmar Wrath or Dragon's Bane.
If this isn't a break bar, I think I might try bringing my Lich form then, since that's more bursty.
All right. Soda will answer those questions individually. I think I can answer them, but Soda, tell me if I'm wrong. So we'll start with Cupcake. Feel My Wrath is better than Dragon's Maw for this. Feel My Wrath is better than Dragon's Maw.
Do you want me running that too?
Yes, please.
Okay, and then
It's not
8,
mandatory for comps. It's just that we don't have CT here, so it's better used for quickness for the parties.
So you want me to run in stability then?
Yes, please,
Okay.
as well.
Alright, and then Bane Signet's still good, or do you want me to...
Always.
Alright,
And
we're good then.
Jared, don't spam your SYG. Your SYG is going to be more important on certain areas. Don't spam it.
Soj? What?
What's SYG?
Stand your ground.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I thought you were talking about Diablo 2 now.
No. All right. Soda, any following points before we...
Yeah, we'll cover it when we get to the Earth boss. Let's just go.
Do we have to feed
Alright,
this
so-
or not?
No,
Sure,
this
why
is an
not?
event. If you don't want to,
Just
you don't
making
have
sure.
to.
Let's
This
go
is
kill
an
'em.
event, but let's stay focused.
Where we running?
So,
There we are.
Oh. So wait, no food for this part. Alright.
no, just follow Soda. Soda, wait, do you have a tag
I can tag up.
on that account? All right, here.
What? You can run your mounts in here? I didn't know that.
Yes, this is a passive fire.
Oh, we
Yeah, it's a
aggroed.
newer one.
Yeah, aggro
All right,
so
time to
that's
go to work,
fine.
guys. Let's go.
All right,
I'm done.
everybody stack.
Oh,
Everybody
no.
clear comms, and please, I know it's a fun night. Let's talk about raid only, please. Please,
We forgot our shot. Just-
shut up. Sorry, guys. Please, let's stay focused. I know it's an event, but let's stay
Do we
focused
stack
on what
here?
we're doing.
Yeah,
We're
just
all
Or
staying in the blue.
kill
Staying
the
in the
branded.
blue.
As long as one person's in the blue, it's fine.
Oh,
Move to the next
shit.
one.
I'm dead.
Kill the Jin before you go to the next one.
CC him, guys. And girl.
Said there was no CC for this.
It's mild CC, not heavy for the boss. This
Okay.
is a pre-event.
Okay.
It's not needed, but mild CC everyone has.
Okay.
Moving.
Kill
Pull him in.
everything.
Does he?
Pull them out. Kill everything that's in the center, and then everybody can spread out outside of it. If there's monsters in the circle, kill them first, and then head out, so that they don't come back into the circle.
The faster you can, event gets done.
Yeah, this is a very
Okay.
easy event. Yeah, right.
So let's stay focused, guys. Not a tough event. Stack on boss, stack for heals, stack for everything. Stack.
He day.
Okay.
I swear, I think this is like RNG, because sometimes you have them spawn inside the circle, and sometimes they spawn from outside.
Right?
It's
No,
more
I
fun
think
that
it
way.
is too. Well, I've only done that 3 times. Pull them in, guys. If you have DH and you're using Greatsword, 5-5. Greatsword,
Bye-bye.
pull everything in and mess it up. Big damage on multiple characters. That's
Can I be using Dragon Maw on these?
no,
Go for it.
no, please. I want you doing. Learn how to
Okay.
use other skills. Instead of the 0, I want you to start using that 5-5 again, Jer. I want you to pull multiples in.
You want them
Pulled in.
chained up.
So when we cap the circle, everybody's gonna go to arrow first and kill the Jin there. Or the big Jin. When the big Jin's dead, then you go to circle and so go to arrow first, and then
Oh, I
Or-
see that.
Some of
Healer
you
and
went the
Chrono
wrong way.
That's me.
Healer and
Arrow,
Chrono.
Oh,
arrow,
maybe not.
arrow, guys.
It's the green one.
So do you and I just say center, correct?
Yeah, just basically hit in here and keep Glenna healed up. Generally, you want to start with arrow first because they aggro to Glenna first. The other two at circle and heart don't come. Generally, shouldn't come this way. Generally,
It will happen,
Although
and that's why.
yeah.
Okay.
Hit them. And Glenna gets healed up pretty fast or something, so it's pretty.
Stack stays a team over there, guys. Stack this team easy, easy. Oh, you fuck pricks. Not today. I can't get over there.
All right, that
Alright, so just go to circle.
Go to the circle. All that group. You guys go to group. Only people in center are Chrono and Healbrand. Thank you, thank you.
There should be a Jin over there.
Who's that?
There it
Jer, you're lonely. Come on, buddy. Keep going, bud. Keep going. Get over
Sorry.
there.
Circle,
Get over
circle.
there, bud. Get over. Focus on your team. They need your help. Res your buddies, guys. Res your buddy over there. Res them up.
Yeah.
Come on,
There
guys.
he is.
Team.
Thank you.
Team.
Feels so weird with the
So, okay. Figure it out. It's not. Trust your teammates.
Oh, Timmy's down. Get Timmy up.
Okay. I'm up.
Timmy
He's
there.
up.
Right, how they... Can they kill Glenna? Or-
Timmy.
Just have to do the gate.
Okay.
We're inside Ahdashim. We're once in a lifetime chance to see Jinn in their natural habitat.
Um. Alright. I'm gonna explain the fundamentals.
Seems to be less
So if I fuck up, just stop me halfway through.
Mhm.
If I'm just but
Mhm.
so we go right. All right, guys, to arrow, please. So we're going to talk about what's going to happen in the fight. We're on a very different type of platform, individualized. And some will go up. It's not that bad. What's going to happen when we load in? We're going to load in on the fight. We're going to go to the boss. We're going to start attacking. What's going to happen throughout the fight is she will call 5 people, and they're going to put up pillars. Oh wait. I'll explain the real beginning of the fight, but this is how the consistency of the fight goes. She will call 5 people. You need to spread it out. You do it closely, but you rotate backwards and you spread out. And you're going to line up your special action key, but it'll time out. It's a pillar. It's non-blockable. Your whole team needs to get behind it. You have to split up throughout it. When we start the fight, we can restart it multiple times quickly so everyone understands. We need 2 people behind every tower or column, whichever one you like to call it. 2 people behind every column, no matter what you want to call it. Okay? Always 2 people behind a column. What's going to happen is during the fight, we are going to be inside on that lovely little platform. Wait. No. And what we want to focus on is those people out. The columns are going to do a negation to the boss's big time attack, or their big time attack. So see what's happening here? Get behind everyone randomly get behind a pillar. Just 2 to a pillar. Get 2 to a pillar, please. If there's 3, all right, get behind the pillar. Everybody, get behind the pillar.
Nice to meet you, Pillar.
So do we see what's happening? The boss puts out a big thing, and the pillar goes away. Right. This is going to happen during. It's going to happen a lot. 4 times per phase, depending on the group.
Your DPS a
So
thing now.
because we
Yeah, at least break 1.
Wait, this?
no.
Yeah,
God.
he's at
No,
30%.
no.
Everybody just
I'm watching the
kill the
video.
earth element.
Just kill the earth elemental. Okay, now this is the boss. So,
Question.
please.
Are we gonna kind of like how we did just there? Are we gonna mark the pillars and then assign people to each marking?
We will. Yes. Now, if everyone looked forward, the ground just opened. Right. There's a
What?
whole new thing. Did anyone look in front? Do we see a new arena? A new
Oh, I
ground?
see that I just landed in sand. Quick
Yeah,
save
touch
here.
the sand.
Fuck. God damn it.
Good job, bud. Let's regroup. Let's focus. I need everybody coming to the jumping Big Norn. I need everyone coming to the jumping Big Norn.
And
We're gonna explain the fight here.
and don't go past the pillar, because if you
Okay?
do, it's
Everyone
going
is
to
looking
aggro and it's going
forward.
to start. That's
Yeah.
FYI.
We're looking forward at the boss. We're gonna explain this. So what happens is, guys, We have 5 pillars around the arena. Nothing starts until we have 2 people behind every pillar. It's mandatory for 2 people to be behind every pillar, not just at the start, at the middle, at the end. Okay? During the fight, we will aggro it. It will send out a burst. You will see it. We need 2 people behind it. The pillar will go away. Then we DPS.
Oh shit, this ain't good.
Jared, if you can GG and take the
Oh, can
labor
I?
to the basalt arena or something.
Alright.
Should say like basalt something.
Wait, what?
There's gonna be a rift right next to the stairs in front of you. Take that. Click on it. Go northwest.
Oh, wait. Trying to look for it. Just saw it. There it is. Alright.
It should be like basalt or something.
Mm-hmm.
Interact. Travel to Laystone Axis.
Oh, did it not start up yet? Oh yeah, just go to like Laystone Act. And then
Alright.
just go right. Or east.
And Jared, you need to be here for this.
What do you mean?
You need to be here for the explanation because you have a very big role. Everybody has a big
Well,
role.
you said I
in
gotta
this
be
fight.
behind 2 people per pillar.
No, there's 2 people per pillar. You don't have to be behind them. You just have to be
Oh
ready
fuck!
to back up.
Right in the quicksand again. I got this. I got this.
Where's Jer? How are you in
Fuck.
quicksand again?
Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna start the encounter so that it
Oh
resets.
my god, I forgot.
All right,
Sorry.
everybody GG. Everyone GG, please.
Oh, I just got
GG.
slapped in the head.
Everybody GG.
Forgot you
Everybody
need to
enter
start the
Fucking
backslash
ball.
GG.
encounter at least once so everybody spawns
Oh,
here
there
now.
we go.
Okay.
Now it's started.
Everybody
So-
who died, come repair your armor.
All right. As everyone sees, there are 5 pillars, okay? This fight consists of blocking the damage to the pillars and then attacking the boss. Basically, think of this boss, the pillars are a debuff. If he destroys his own pillars, the debuff is ended, we can DPS him. It's very easy. There are 5 different ones to start. Everyone will need 2 per. But once we get the fight going, what happens is everyone needs to be watching me. Someone target me. Someone target me. Someone target me. Thank you. So what we're happening here, guys, is I got too close. GG. Sorry.
Gosh.
I know. My fault. All right. This is training. So I need 2 people to spread out. Everyone spread out and go behind a pillar. Don't do anything but just spread out and learn to spread. Get behind a
Someone
pillar,
went
fall.
too low.
2 to a pillar. Just spread out. Don't be greedy. Spread out.
Spread the love.
2 here. 2 there. No, behind the pillar. Big saucy. Behind the pillar.
I'm right
Stack
here.
on the person in front of you. You are not behind the pillar.
Dude, I'm
Are we
standing on the
behind the
person.
pillars?
You were not. So again, the iteration is for this reason, everyone needs to stand behind the pillar. The AoE will not gravitate if you're not behind the pillar, guys. So when I say behind the pillar, everyone is behind the pillar. Not here where I am. If you think you're behind the pillar and you're 4 feet away, you're
still
doing
work.
it wrong.
That still works. In
It-
some cases, it's gonna. You
Yeah, to
actually
be
need to
right
do that.
near it then, is what
As
you're
long
saying.
as you're behind a pillar in his line of sight. There are some cases where you might have to be standing here because there's gaps.
I need people to understand the main point, be always behind the pillar.
Yeah.
Then we
behind it.
can talk about being more behind it at a length. First rule of this fight is be behind the pillar. Okay? Any questions so far?
Mm-mm.
I love it. The next portion is we are going to attack the boss. While we attack the boss, we will have people The furthest people away will get a icon over their head where they have to back up, and we have to provide the pillars. How did I go that far?
Somebody had
Well, we
died.
watched the pillars get
Save
destroyed.
explanation.
It's me. So
keep
I'm just going to
explaining it
go a
now.
little faster. So we have to go a little bit further
Oh, I
after
got
the first
AoE
row.
on me. What do I do?
Nothing. Just die. You need to go backwards. Did we see how that pillar formed in front of us?
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah.
need to be close enough to the boss that the pillar forms, but far enough away from the agony. You need to learn how to watch your other folks and people, and you always want to be around here to where these spawn originally. You want to stay focused on this. The whole fight will always happen where I am. It'll always happen in the south of the fight. Everyone always stacks south except during splits.
Want people to stack
So
north.
you don't stack north for this fight.
Yeah, you stack north for this fight because it's right behind where the hands spawn for the first set.
Yeah, the video said northwest or northeast. Something
Guys,
like that.
stop running through the middle, please.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never. I'm sorry, I don't stack north. So soda, I leave it up to you. I leave it up to you. Are we stacking
Damn it.
north? I leave it up to you.
Yeah,
I'm
stacking
gonna
north
repair
is
my armor.
makes
Yeah.
it easier
Okay.
because then if they're on the north side, when the flame will end at the north side.
So when fight starts, we all are two behind the fight, and we're gonna do this a couple times. We'll just get it. Apparently, O is where we will stack after the original, but really
Yeah.
we'll do the pillars
Careful,
Aaron.
back here as well.
Natasha.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know where to go, but it's
All
not
right,
me.
all right, all right. Okay, it's not
So-
you. It's me.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's get a poll, and then we all are gonna go to circles so we can start seeing what we're talking about. Okay? So we're all behind. Everyone stacks behind their boss. Stack behind the pillar. Stack behind. And we're gonna see it and stay. And now everyone to circle. Everyone to circle. And everyone to circle. Circle, soda. You're drawing aggro.
Whoa. What?
Now, people who just got aggro, did you see what happened to you?
Yeah, we got a pillar spawn.
So this is why you need to stay stacked, because then we need to back up. He will do, or she will do, that big attack, and it only gets blocked by those pillars.
Okay.
So let's do this fight to let people see it.
Alright.
So GG, everybody, GG.
I
There's a
didn't
wipe the
had
group.
I didn't had aggro that time.
Because
How do
you
you-
weren't far enough away. It does work with supports. Normally supports are lightly outside of the group so they can get aggro because they have a better ranged opportunities in DPS. So you normally don't want DPS doing this. So two people,
Just mark the people right now.
every single pillar needs two people immediately behind it. This is how we start the boss. This is how it has to be mandatorily. Brainy, I need you to go to Ugly Timmy, please.
Timmy.
Alright. Right on Timmy, and we start to fight. Now pay attention to what happens, guys. Everybody behind the pillars, stay. And now we all come to circle. Come to circle. Everybody comes to circle. Alright. And stack and behind. So if you are targeted by tectonic upheaval, you have to move fast. And you not moving faster means you were too close to the boss. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I just want people to see it. So two people, everyone get behind the thing.
Damn.
And it's going to happen again. Two people behind the things. Oh, I know there's people. I know what's happening. So split up and stay close. Do we see what's happening? Alright, GG.
There's
Okay, so the pillars.
AoE spawn
Uh,
pillars. So
No,
Spawn?
stop. Jer, stop. Cupcake, go.
So the pillars will appear below the people that were far.
Yes,
Do
it's
those
called
people need?
tectonic upheaval.
Mm-hmm. Do everyone need to stack built behind them?
No, you actually want to dodge out and stack. I don't know how that is. You want to dodge backwards. The only person that's in front of the boss is the tank. So if you're in front of the boss and you dodge backwards, you're not doing it right. So we are going to focus this next couple of minutes on starting the boss, focusing the boss, and learning how those mechanics work.
See the circle under you and bring the pillar away from the group, but not too far so everybody can run to it before he AoEs.
Perfectly said. We're going
Okay.
to do that right now. Now,
Do we
here's the
stack
thing.
on each other or just
Can I can
You
I
part?
can I add two things to that?
please no ask or add, please.
So, two things I wanted to add. One is when I've done this before, people tend to try and put the pillar about where they usually stack for the first pillar. That way they're roughly spread out across the board and everyone has a possible spot to hide. It's not
So
perfect, but you can do that. The other thing
I
I
will.
wanted to add is that if you're spawning a pillar and there's an undamaged pillar or a partially damaged pillar near you, if you spawn the pillar so it hits the damaged pillar, it will blow up that pillar, and that will remove buffs or get reduce future buffs on the boss.
It's two of these honeycombs away from the original where you want to start putting your pillar. It's two honeycombs away. The boss is going to stay in that green. So it's four honeycombs away. Can you all look at the floor? It's honeycombs, right? They will
Mm-hmm.
disappear. They will reappear. What you need to focus on is where you put that. Nobody said anything. I love it. Jesus.
What? What he wants to
That's
say?
where you want to
You
put the
want
spear. No,
honeycomb?
I want people to like talk and see and go, spear, honeycomb. I want people to see it.
No,
Do
I.
people
Okay,
see the
okay,
floor?
okay. I
Oh,
have a question. The two honeycombs is 1, 2, or 1, 2, and here
Don't worry
Where
about that arrow one.
1, 2, here. Okay, okay.
no, it's yeah. You
That
just
arrow's
want
for
to
something
be
else.
yeah. You just want to be congruent behind the boss. Now, if that's where we're stacking, you want the honeycombs. Put the arrow closer, Soda, so they understand. Put the arrow closer. Now in the middle by 0. So when you look at the 0 or arrow, guys, where we're gonna stack, it's two honeycombs away. It's not a dodge roll. It's a walk backwards and move. Don't dodge roll in this fight. You can, but it's not the preferred way to get out. You still want to understand that you're moving. Guys, you always should be on your keys. You should never be standing anywhere. So, on arrow, after we do the first ones that we're doing here, it will start to pop up. You want to segregate it to a very maybe 5x5 area, whatever your questionnaire is. But you want to go from here to here with the 5. That's all. Because everyone needs to get back behind it. We all have to dodge roll back. So let's work on learning that first, which is the mechanic. It's a little visual, unupdated. And now here we go. So guys, first rule, we're gonna start the boss, 2 people behind every pillar, right?
Right.
yes.
Everyone's
Good.
got their pillar? All right, cool. I guess we're
Oh,
ready.
yeah, I wasn't ready yet.
I guess
We're
ready.
going. We're already fucking ready. So now back behind this pillar, back behind the pillar and spread out. Spread out, back behind the pillar. Byron, you're wrong. You're wrong, Jer. You're wrong,
There.
Cupcake. And whoever was really over here, this is wrong.
That one's for the tank boar.
Down for.
Tank should never have to go there. Sorry for this fight. Tank doesn't go there. Tank doesn't have their own little thing.
The
They
tank.
have
The tank
everyone
needs a
else's tank.
pillar.
You're right. The tank goes back with the group. The tank doesn't have their own individual pillar.
Okay, question. I got a target over my head. What does that mean?
Uh,
There was like no circle underneath my feet, but there was a target that randomly popped over.
That means you're gonna get hit by the thing if you're not standing.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I heard down
Can I
attack.
say something real quick?
Let me just do this.
So
What?
when you drop your pillar, look for the boss to start a speech bubble over his head. When he starts talking, run to the pillars. It's like your signal to get behind the pillars.
Thanks for reminding me of that. I forgot. I knew there was some cue I wanted to look at for that, but it was when he's talking. Thank you.
Okay, so first situation, we all get behind the pillars. We start the boss, then we all go to 0 or O, and then we stack from there and then move out. So let's start it up. This isn't the
Go
easiest
to
of fights
spiral.
either. I know it's new. What? No, what? What? What?
Switch over to spiral.
What? Where's Spiral? You don't have Spiral on the map,
Yeah, they
and I have
do.
Circle.
Yeah, Spiral's right there.
There's a spiral.
Spiral's right behind his back.
So you want to start going to Spiral now?
The spirals for stacking points. I put down 5 markers to give them a good idea of the spacing for starting. Generally, if you're going in the pugs or something, they're not going to mark it like this, but that's about the rough distance that you should jump back behind. Generally, also, if you're doing in pug strats, they're going to mark one person. Each person is generally going to try their best to bait out. Otherwise, if you're not going to get it, don't worry about it. But in any case, if you do get it, if you put it down, go to the one that you put down earlier when she does her wipe attack, her spin and blind, and it's basically just treat it like a buddy system where like Brainy and Jer will always go to the same one together. Byron, Cupcake, same one. Ugly Timmy, Natasha, Big Sauce, Woost, and then me and Freya. So keep an eye on. If you don't have a marker over, find your pillar buddy.
Yep. Try and drop your pillar where you normally are, and
Yeah.
always try to run in that direction too. It's a little bit obviously not 100% because you get pillar buddies could get the same pillar, so it's not going to be 100% spread out, but try and make it close as best you can.
We're going to do about 14 pulls of just the first 2 things so we all get used to it. Because there's people here that don't get it. So, 2 people behind every pillar to start. I know it's going to be redundant, but we're going to give you guys then step by step. Because there's people here right now that literally don't see this. So, everyone's 2 by 2. We're going to start the boss. It's going to attack and put down a bottom wave, right? Okay, so we're all behind it. Now, we all want to go.
Spiral.
Yeah, I guess
Back
Spiral.
And then if you have the marker, go to your spot.
Oh,
Wait,
Or at least somewhere close.
me
She's
and
gonna. Then you go back in to spiral. And you see the mines come out. You go
Run,
to.
run, run.
Oh,
No.
that was on some rain.
Game
Not bad.
short.
Get back.
No.
Spread out.
whoa.
Oh, that was my
Run, run, run.
Okay, when I get targeted, do I always get the weight of the mines?
No, that was my bad. I forgot about those mines.
But that mines were your fault, my fault, or
That was
we
my.
were.
I went to go res you and I forgot about the mines, but I'll explain it again.
Okay.
So when the
Run, run, run.
No,
So when the
please,
trap
GG.
is
Please,
like,
GG.
Another thing to add, just as like a little way to start out well, if you get on your mount when you're behind the pillar, it'll kill your mount instead of you taking direct damage.
Yeah, that's right. We did that
Oof.
before. That was fun.
That's oof.
Just don't use your glide or
Yeah,
skimmer.
not the skimmer.
Not the skimmer.
Okay, so
Wait,
let's start from the
wait.
beginning really quick. If you have a
We're
marker
gonna
above your
do this
head,
whole fight from the beginning. Please
if
listen.
if you have a marker above your head, try your best to stay a little bit away from the stack. So if everybody is stacked at spiral, be stacked like 2 away from it. Just
so
max DPS.
close to your spot,
No, no,
basically.
stack. Stay stacked always. Always stack on spiral. Don't worry about being close to your spot because you have a lot of time to drop it over there.
All right.
For those that have the markers above their head. But when you go out and you see the pillars blink, dodge back in or do whatever, jump back in, whatever, and always stack back at spiral.
Okay.
Don't wait behind the pillar because that's like a DPS loss. Just go back to spiral. Always stack at spiral. When you see her thing that she'll growl and you'll see like mine spawn on the ground. That's when you head to your pillars, because when she finishes her attack, she'll do like a wave attack beforehand, and that hurts people. So if you're hurt, you might get down from it. But if you're behind a pillar, you won't get hurt by it. But remember, pay attention to everybody, who your pillar buddies are. Um, so just if you don't have a marker, remember what marker that you're standing with right now. And if you do have a marker, if you can, try your best to bait it out, um, and that makes it more consistent for everybody. Does
We
anybody
do
have any
not.
questions?
I do. We do not want the pillars to look like that. We would like them closer together during those phases, correct?
No, it's fine. Doesn't matter.
It does. It shouldn't look like this through every phase.
Well,
So
okay. For the first phase, it doesn't matter. For the next 3 phases afterwards, the floor is going to change, so you can't necessarily put it like this pattern. So at that point, you want to try your best and to just to do what you did before, and you put it about the 4 tiles away, like around this area, like um, in basically some way that it would help, that makes it easy for the people to like stand behind.
Cupcake, please don't stand up there.
There's gonna
You're gonna
be
you're gonna start the boss.
there's gonna be chances where there's gonna be times where there's gonna be broken flooring like around like here and stuff like that, and you just have to adapt to that. But the thing about this fight is it's always gonna be the same, so there's no RNG involved in this fight whatsoever. So it's once you get down the mechanics and once you have a general gist of floor patterns and how to do the mechanics, uh, it can be basically done by anybody.
let's focus on mechanics is what Soda's saying.
So
Focus on mechanics. Same thing every time. Go ahead, Blue.
yeah, I'm sorry. So uh, when I did this fight the first time, and people who have not done this before, and now I've been reminded, if you want for the next couple pulls, only use your one skill. Do not worry about the rest of your rotation. Just use your one. And as soon as you see this guy taunting you and talking, that's when you got to run to a pillar. If you wait past the time he's talking, you're not going to make it. So you need to look for him yapping at you. That's when you run. The second
Mm,
thing is, there's a lot of necros out here, and I assume none of them is running epi.
we'll talk
I
about
am.
epi later.
I don't.
I
There's no
can.
epi right now, and you're not going to need it. So we'll die before we get to the point we need epi. So if you want to put something else on, feel free.
And then
At
if
least I
you
do.
do,
Whatever you want to do. I leave that to you guys.
if you guys, for the people that I have marked, if you do manage to get the pillar baits, if you can, that would be really good. Always go to the pillar that you put down, so it makes it easier for everybody else, so that they don't have to scatter around. But yeah,
All right.
that's basically the
So
first phase.
let's start the first phase. Let's do rocks again, and then we stack where
Yep.
Soda wants. We go from there. All right, let's go.
All right, watch for him talking.
You won't live to see Kadim's dominion or mine.
Always stack at spot.
Everybody stack. Stack, stack, stack.
Spread out. Catch your pillars.
It's okay, it's okay, not too perfect, perfect
Move
guys,
in.
perfect.
Don't dodge. Stack.
Big
Stack.
Saucy, get in here. Doing.
I
Into
was
a pillar.
mobilized. I was stuck there.
Move back to the pillars, guys.
Spread out to pillars.
No.
Yeah, that's fine. Keep going. Pick them up. If you have a pillar and just stand next to an existing pillar,
Spread out. Back to pillars.
Oh,
Oh, that's a better way to dodge.
It's not that it's. If you get it, you go out. It
into your
drops.
pillar.
Run.
And you come back in. Get to the pillar. You just.
If you guys see two markers at the same place,
I hit
one
the
of you
wrong
needs to
button.
move. Remember, if you have a pillar, stand next to an existing pillar. Don't stack on somebody else.
Ah, how did I get hit by that? Fuck me.
Oops, it's gonna be close. Just don't touch the
Run.
line.
No, no, no.
No.
Okay, pick up the down.
Saucy.
Pillar. Spread out.
Red.
Yeah, if you get hit by that AoE, you get knocked down.
Behind the pillar.
Pillar. So because one person is dead, that's gonna mess up the thing, but you just have to deal with it. If there's two people dead, then you stack two people.
We're almost a split.
Wow, how did that do that?
Split.
Don't get
Don't
hit
touch
by
the
the
flame.
thing. Don't touch the thing.
Over to me, over
Do
to
you
me.
back?
Don't
Ah,
touch
crap.
the flame wall.
Ah,
Whoa,
back
whoa,
up.
whoa.
Nice.
Can I keep
And
attacking?
head to the circle. Don't stack in the center, or else you'll get killed instantly. Stack at circle. And you DPS this wall. So you put down the bubble.
Whoa, I got
You
hit
go
off.
CPC, you put it down.
Whoa, what the?
When you see the opposite hand, you have epidemic and you use
Hurry
it
up
on the
and
current
DPS, hurry up.
erosion.
Yes, dude. Oh wow, my bubbles are out. Like,
So what happened there?
Jump to the next one.
keep going. Just turn around and follow the range. Just follow the range.
Oof.
And you can GG when this hand dies.
No, no, keep going, keep going.
Well, maybe we just did.
I
Person
want
dead.
to see-
I have a something.
That's fine. One person stack on top. So you see that the pattern has changed on the floor, so you just have to adapt.
So normally the pattern we do south. I've never done a north draw. That's why I was a little remiss.
Yeah,
But
maybe
it's
we
the
don't.
same thing
Consider
every time,
them.
guys.
Whoop.
It's the same thing. Let's GG. Let's GG and go again. Let's GG and go. Because I think some people were seeing it. So I still want you to call. I'm not saying.
Well, I see the floor change there, but what happens? What do you got to do there?
All right. So which time, Jared? Which time?
Well, I see the floor like shrinks, and then those hands popped up. What's going on there? Because
All
I
right.
missed that.
So that's what we would call a mid round, I guess. You know,
Oh, I
let's
forgot
be
to.
positive. What's going to happen in mid round is we need to start and go from oh, GG, GG.
Guys, don't go through the middle.
It's
Sorry.
all right there, but let's stay focused on what the mechanics.
Um,
Wait,
I
I'm
think
sorry.
Brandon just.
That's fine. We'll wait for him to get back. So it's a good time to explain. Jer had a question. What Jer's question was, I think can answer itself. We are always going to start. You want to start here. All right. You want to start south. Um, The reason we all moved to north after the first Earth phase is because it's closer to the hand phase. The hand phase is what wipes groups. Hand phases spawn at all four cardinal directions, but slightly off, meaning northeast, west east, southeast, and north. Did I just say west east? Jesus
Yes.
fuck.
Yeah.
Uh,
You heard that?
northeast, southeast, west east, and southeast. Yeah, exactly, same thing. It's the cardinal direction, but the diagonal. That's where those flavors go. That's where normally people graduate to. That's where people go to dump the next part of the boss's aggro. It's not mandatory, but during the split phase, that's what happens. All hands spawn at all corners. You kill them, rotate in, and go back to the center boss. Every hand phase is a little more difficult. It's what, 4, 6, and 8?
What about 468?
I I can
The
explain the
hands, the
hands if you
hands.
want.
Oh,
What do you
please,
mean?
please.
What do you mean by
Yeah.
468?
There's
So
4
What's
hands
the
that spawn
mechanics
on the
behind
first
the
time.
hand?
There's 6 hands that spawn on the second time. There's 8 hands that
It's
spawn on the third time.
2444.
Is it only 4?
It's 2444, and then 2 for the last phase.
so with the hands,
Oh,
obviously when you get the splits will be at 75, 50, and 25. So at 75, there'll be two hands. The one
Okay.
hand will throw projectiles, which will knock you back, and hopefully, for the boss's sake, into the sand. If you get knocked into the sand, you will do reduced damage on the boss for a period of time. The other hand does, I think, straight damage. I'm not sure. But what will happen is we will go after the hand that throws the projectiles first, knock
Go
that
for
one
the one
out.
that deals the poison first.
Was it the poison
Okay.
first? Well, okay.
Yeah.
The video I said the projectiles first, but whatever you want to do it, we're gonna do the poison first. So we'll do the poison first, and then we'll do the one with the projectile. So
All right.
during that phase, if you have stability, that is a good time to use it because that way you won't be knocked back. That's for the 75%. If we get
All
it's
to
right.
the 50%, again the floor will drop away again with a different pattern, but there will be four hands, two with the poison and two with the knockbacks. So we will have to do that kill again only with four hands. For 25%, it's the same as 50%.
We
All right.
so
do the
Then last
poison
round
hands
two.
first
Okay, that's
because
fine.
the group has enough projectile block to block. Because the one that knocks back will actually throw projectiles at you, and all you need is a corrosive poison cloud, the revenant bubble, stability, just what, and that's just more than enough, so you don't have to worry about it.
Correct.
we're
That's
Because
why
running
I
out
was
of
not bringing
over.
Epi. I was bringing Poison Cloud instead
bring
to
both,
try and do some of that. If
Yeah,
someone else has
yeah.
it, that's fine.
bring both.
No, yeah. You actually blue. You want to bring both.
Bring Epi, corrosive poison cloud, and what was it? If you're comfortable with Blooded's power, bring Blooded's power. Otherwise, bring the sand, the shade. Shit, what is it called?
I usually bring Sand
Sand
Flare.
flare.
I usually
Sand
bring
flare.
Some
I
Shadow Fiend.
Flare.
Shadow
yeah,
Fiend.
I'm bringing Sand Flare. I'm bringing Trail of Anguish for the stability, unless you guys are going to say you're going to give it to me, and then Blood is Power and Poison Cloud.
Bring Epidemic, Corrosive Poison Cloud, and either Blood is Power or Summon Shadow.
Um,
Summon Shadow.
Shadow.
Oh, the Shadow Fiend. Okay.
Yeah.
Shadow. Where's Brainy? It's been like 10 minutes. Can you get a hold of him?
What?
She's muted. Or
Sorry.
she was.
Ash.
Yeah, I had a mouthful of chips. I didn't want to like crunch in your mouth.
Can you shoot a PM to Brainy? I think you know him better than we do. Is he?
I love how you guys just assume that I know him better when I really don't.
You guys came in together chuckling and giggling, so no offense. He's your boy. What is there? Bereft of jokes, is there a way? Can you get a hold of him? Is he able to come back in? Is he lagging? Is there a way for you to get a hold of him?
He just said his Wi-Fi went out, so it's.
Oh
Uh,
shit.
Uh
All
oh.
right, well, we'll give him a couple of minutes, guys. Team effort, of course.
I
Let's
think
let's let's
Grab a
talk about
beer.
things.
I think he lives in like on a military base or something like that. So
Awesome.
Sometimes the
then
Wi-Fi gets spotty.
he should, yeah, because bombs exploded.
Timmy's taking
All
a
right,
bio break, so maybe we can take
good.
5 minutes.
Fuck you, Timmy.
Re-elected.
Soda, are you here?
Mm,
All right, so I get the pillars. I get the rotation. I get stacking even at Squiggle. Even at Squiggle, though, the operation for the people who have the what's it called?
Dips.
the kiting.
No,
Oh, we got a
no,
birdie.
no. The pillar duty. They should always be away from the group. It's the furthest one away from the group that gets the pillar duty. Correct?
Yes, if you do have it,
Okay.
don't stack in the group. Just stand like a little bit behind.
Okay. I wanted to make
Let's
sure.
just say, if you're on pillar duty, stack on star. If you're not, stack on. That's like the general distance you want to be away from it.
If you're melee, you don't get pillar duty. If you're
Yeah,
support or some type of melee, you might get pillar duty.
I
But
marked the people that shouldn't have to worry about.
I mean, I'm more than happy to
Yeah.
get the pillar, but also during this, also the pillar duty people, we also need to go backwards at the same area. We all need to be sacked for a reason and then spread out. We don't want to be across the map trying to cover pillars. That really downfalls the team. So we all want to do this, like a hard backup, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to stagger it behind the boss guys.
Got a question.
Please.
Um, is it like a distance thing that like triggers who who gets the aggro for the pillars, or is it just random?
Yes. No, yes. So melee will not get it. The support and people who want to drag it or bait it, you need to be away from the center group. It is a further away individual marking. Also, yeah, just be far away from the group. Oh, Brandy's back.
The other thing
Yeah,
too
so that like
is if you put a pillar in front of a pillar, it could be the pillar behind will not get damaged. The pillar in front might soak up, or the person maybe who's between you and the pillar might take the damage. So you definitely want to make sure they're spread out relatively well so that they're not too close together where there's one behind the other because then one's not going to get damaged. Remember, every pillar that's still standing means that the boss will take less damage for that sequence.
She takes
If
20% less damage for each pillar. If there's 5 pillars, she takes none damage at all. She also deals 20% more damage for each, so it puts a lot of pressure on everybody.
if anyone who's new to pillars don't understand it, imagine looking at your mini map. It's a hexagon, correct? So in that hexagon, imagine if you had 5 fingers. Just put the 5 fingers up to your screen. That's how far away those new pillars need to be during this fight. So if you have the pillar, it just needs to be a finger length away. It's only like 180 radius. Don't freak out. Just get away from your team, set it, and get back inside. All right, let's try again. We're all here. Let's ready. Check.
oh, another thing. Should people who are, say for example right now I'm behind boost, I'm at I guess heart.
No.
Should
All right,
people who are
GG. Sorry, Ash. What were you saying?
should people who are at, for example, like I'm at heart or whatever, they just if they get the pillar, they should back to where that
Nope.
is.
If you place the pillar down, try to go back to the pillar that you placed because it makes it easier for everybody else. Especially if you baited it, because then that means whoever your pillar buddy is knows where to go, and you won't have 2 people or 2 different groups of pillar groups going to the same pillar and potentially messing it up.
I don't even think we have pillar buddies. Just
I
to bring this up.
Pugs will usually do pillar buddies.
Oh,
And
pugs don't do fucking pillar buddies. You just
yeah,
know what you're doing. So no, we don't have pillar buddies. You shouldn't have to. It should be a visual. Pugs
Do
do
we
this
have
quietly. This is a very easy fight.
do we have to go back to the same pillar? I guess is that
For
Not
you and your
mandatory.
buddy, so you and Cupcake should be on the same pillar, and every time you guys go the same goddamn thing.
I'm
During
afraid.
different runs, you won't have the same vocab that you can have with us. So you might not get the same person. It goes, hey, I'm Spiral. Can you come to me, Spiral? No, they're going to go, hey, you suck. Why are you not joining me, you fucking waste of life? No. Join what you've started at the start of the fight. We're all in communication.
Yeah,
Do what you've done at the start of the
All
fight.
right.
it's kind of like the Pirates Code. The more guidelines than rules.
Stay
So you got
true
to
to
be
what you
able
do.
to, adjust on the fly a little bit, but it's kind
So
of
as
a
long as I'm
guideline.
behind a pillar, is
We
what you're
hate the
saying.
British, but we still fight on the same ships. You just have a different ship. You're learning our ship. That's all.
Okay. All right. Go back to the same one. All right.
So you're doing well.
And
All
don't
right.
forget, Freya tried it as well, right? If there's a pillar that is still standing, and you're going to spawn a pillar, if you spawn it so it overlaps roughly the
Get
existing
behind it.
pillar, it will wipe it out, and it will help clear out some of the pillars.
Team effort.
That's what I did
101.
last game. I died.
Good.
Yep.
All right.
No,
Let's
don't
do it
die.
again this game.
Hit
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Let's go.
it.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. Well, somebody pull. All right. Stay behind your pillar and everybody back in. Everybody back in. Stack, stack, stack. Behind, 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 behind. See? All
That's
right,
fine.
guys. No, it is, but do we see what happened? Does everyone here see those pillars?
Stand behind a pillar.
All right, get behind the pillar right now. Two to a pillar.
Nice.
Somebody fucked up. And do you know why? Because you guys didn't do it right. It was close, but we didn't. So we're gonna just do this phase. We're only gonna do this phase real quick 5 times. Let's go. Let's go quick. Let's go quick. GG.
All right. Yeah. I'm
Blue.
moving it.
All right. So here's the deal. Everybody split up. Two, 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 two to a pylon. All right. Two. Are you? Okay. Fuck you, game. Let's go. Idiot. All right. Two to a pylon. Right. This is how every time Wing 7 starts. So everyone gets it. This is what you do every time. Everybody gets it, right?
Someone took my pillar.
Anyone
Jesus
not
Christ.
understand what the fuck it is?
Can I just
No?
like no, I need to bring this up.
Okay.
Like can the people that are marked pick the same damn pillar every time and stop?
Thank you,
Oh,
Timmy.
well, no.
Hey, can I get a mark of a mark since I'm big?
You won't, because that's the best part about what we're training. Pugs won't do this either. So, good luck. Nope. Are we 2 on 2?
Mm-hmm.
Are we sure? Everybody gets it? This is how you start the fight? Okay. Behind, behind, and now attack. Okay, everyone stacks, right? It's a good time. We're all talking. It's okay. It's a good time. Okay.
Right.
Now move and be even. Be even.
I couldn't.
Close. Close. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That is what we want to see. Does everyone see the Dookie, the Mr. Hanky?
Okay.
They're all close, right? No, no, we're not doing this.
Oh.
No, GG. Let's go. Did everyone see how clear that was?
So they're all
Wait for
behind
the
it.
text before you run too. People are running prematurely.
Here's the deal. Does anyone not know what's happening right now? All right, good. Then stand behind your pillars. and you all are going to see why this happens. Okay? Oh, people sound unexcited. Stand behind your pillar.
Uh,
Okay, now this is a boss fight. Okay, so stack. All right, no one stacked correctly. You all are fucking everywhere.
Stack on
That's
spiral. Don't stack in front of the boss.
Oh
right.
shit!
There's 8 people randomly stacked, and now you have that. No, no, and GG. Let's go. GG. Easy mode.
So
We're
Wait.
Taka
going to
is
do this
tanking.
until you get it. No, we're going to do this until you guys get it. It's the same mode. It's the same with even a fucked up. So guys, every time you start this mode on Wing 7, split up 2 by 2. It doesn't matter where you go. Split up 2 by fucking 2. Okay? That means you understand at least something of what you're doing. Now we're going to start the fight. It's not going to do well. It's going to be fine, but here's what we're learning. This fight is tank oriented as well, but it's not. So you only need one tank. You need just a neutral person. No speech bubble. Speech bubble doesn't have anything to do with this shit, man.
Well, I
People
disagree. I
running
think the
behind the
speech
pillars earlier.
bubble is very useful, so I'm going to disagree with that point.
I
I
also think it's super
I won't.
good.
You need to watch the fight. You
I am
need to
watching
learn
the
the
fight. The
call.
fight has the speech bubble. It's a tactic that lets you know when the attack's coming, and it lets you go forward.
It's one and it doesn't give you anything else. So you need to learn the fight
I am
tactics
learning. It works perfectly well. If you're
because
going to,
it won't happen the rest of the fight. So don't pay attention to speech
but
bubble
we're learning
is what
right
I'm trying
now,
to
right?
give you.
So that's
Right.
fine. That's fine. When we
So
get to the rest of the fight, I'll deal with the rest of the fight. But for
you
right
should
now,
learn the speech bubble.
I don't care.
It's a,
I works
it's a
fine for
bad
me.
focal point.
Whatever. We're starting out, right? We don't have to try and make this immediately a expert level fight. I'm sorry, that's my 2 cents. You're going to keep cursing at me.
No,
At some point, I'm going to
it's
give you my two cents of the shit, right? I mean, I
okay.
think it's a
This
good
isn't
thing.
cursing at you. This is cursing in general. If I ever tell you
Fine,
fuck you, it's
fine.
cursing and so here's what
Go
just
to
happened.
spiral.
Spread out.
So did anyone pay attention to what was happening?
I can destroy that pillar.
Saucy.
Thank you. Whoop, got
Anyone?
targeted. Spread it out.
Spread out.
Go get him.
Stack back in.
Why
Oh,
why do some
Weird here.
my
tiles
dodge didn't
get
work.
get destroyed?
Spread out. We'll cover that.
On.
Ah, crap. I'm not going to make it.
Okay. Let's just GG this and here.
No, I can't believe that I did.
Oh shit, that was close.
So who has questions? There has to be at least 8 people that have questions right
Why there was one tile
now.
that
Okay.
disappeared
Okay.
and you fall off.
No. Actually, here's the deal. Yeah, I'm done talking. 10:30. I'll come back. Let's go. We're gonna play a game.
All right. Here. Let me take over for now. It's fine. All right. So just try your best to stack at spiral. I'll do the callouts. Don't worry if your stacks are bad. Just try your best. If people go down, focus on resing them first. Does anybody have any quick questions?
Let's
No,
go.
I don't.
Right.
Mounts.
Four here.
Yeah. Of course I'm here. I don't have a question.
Do you want to get to a pillar?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Hold on. I'm lighting my finger and smoking it. Give me a sec. clown.
I think they may have patched out the mount trick because I tried it both ways and I'm taking the same amount of damage.
Ah, that sucks.
Mm,
Yeah,
I
I
They
do.
did, by the
Like
way.
that.
They did 2 weeks ago.
I was so happy to use my mount in a dungeon or raid.
Oh,
I did
Tiger
see it.
DC.
I did see it.
No.
No worries, we'll wait for you.
Yeah, because when this raid was first released, you didn't take any damage if you were on your mount. So they definitely did something.
If you want to just metagame it, Lothar or Gurk, Lothar.
What's that?
If you want to metagame it, just use your sword 4 to block for a clone.
Oh
so you
yeah,
can
no, I know.
lead in for a quick time.
Damn. Pro
And then,
tip.
don't CS until everybody comes back from the pit, because you're gonna have people. You're gonna miss people.
Yup.
Loading screen right now.
Yeah, it's fine. Just remember, you don't have to make it perfectly. Just make sure that you're not. If you have the pillar, don't stand in front of another person. Otherwise, it's fine. This is a fight that once you get used to it, it's always going to be 100% consistent, and there's literally no RNG involved in this fight whatsoever.
If this fight's easier than Sabbatha, I want to continue with this fight even after the 30 mark, but if the team says they want, we will move Sab. But I want this fight. I want this fight tonight.
Yeah, compared to Sabbath, this has no RNG, which is why I like it. There's no RNG.
I
RNG sucks.
Yeah, I want this fight tonight. I want this fight tonight.
By the way, do someone got the scepter rotation one on the Dragon Hunter? Two symbols of punishment together?
Isn't that just like Scepter 2,
No,
and then you put the sword on top of it, and then just auto attack? You just auto attack?
No, it's
no,
Sword of Justice.
no, cupcake. Here's the deal. Write
Mm.
this number sequence down, please.
Oh,
Get a
wait.
pen, get a pen, get a paper. I'm dead serious. I'll do it very quickly for you.
I don't have a paper here. Okay, I do. Okay.
So
Mhm.
opening charge on your regular shit is GS 4,
4.
F1, F1,
Mhm.
GS 5.
Mhm.
Procession of blades, whichever skill that is on your bar. Procession of blades.
6. You mean?
Uh,
Ah, okay.
Wait, no. Procession of blades can never be 6.
That's your heal.
Non-healing skill. So it has to be
Okay.
7, 8,
7.
or 9. So
7.
pick a better number.
7.
Okay. So you have 7 on procession, right?
Mhm.
You're actually gonna switch now. And now you're into your great sword shit. And you're gonna do GS 4, GS
Mhm.
5, GS
Mhm.
2.
Mhm.
Then, depending on your boss and situation, you're going to run the gamut. You can either throw in Maul, which is going to be your 0 skill, or at
Mhm.
this juncture, depending on the boss, depending on what you're doing, you either go through a 3-point auto attack iteration and then swap to your scepter focus, or you don't. But normally you swap to your scepter focus at that point, then you hit 2, then you go back to your procession of blades because it should be up by now, because
Mhm.
everything you want to do needs to be done in that goddamn scepter. It needs to be done in that area. That's how you
Mhm.
max your damage. So rotate exactly what you just did throughout the bosses that you know.
Okay.
Just focus on Scepter for now. Or focus on mechanics, Cupcake.
No, don't worry.
Yeah,
These mechanics are really
it's fine.
easy.
Once Brainy's ready. And 4.
All right, rock and roll.
Oh, I'm not taking damage with mount.
Yeah, it's been
Good.
working for me, but
Hey,
I'm not going to
Drama.
swear to it.
Remember, stack.
Spiral stack.
Stack it. Spread out. Spread out. Do we have the thing? Dodge back in. Somebody put it on group. Ooh, ouch. Alright, let's GG. So remember, if you get that thing above your head, and if you like wiggle around, you see a circle under you, you need to...
Oh,
Because those pillars will instantly kill anybody that's under them, and then they'll also knock back around them. So it hurts a lot. Generally, that's why people want to stay around this distance away from each pillars, because if you put it any closer, the shockwave from each pillar is going to knock people down for a couple. So, run through the
I
center.
didn't do that.
GG.
Oh,
I'm just going to say I almost did that. I almost leaped right into it, but I stopped myself.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It happens.
It's gonna that you'll just instinctually learn not to do it anymore.
By the way, mans do work, or wolf works.
Yeah, mine works too. And I'm on dragon.
Same.
Whenever Jara's ready.
You won't live to see Kadim's dominion.
Remember, stack at spiral. Spread out if you have the fixate. And dodge in or move in, whatever. Get back at. When you see an eye overhead, run to a pillar.
Hey,
Like
hey,
now.
hey, Jer.
Run to a pillar.
It's my pillar. We made it work.
Nice. So get back in the stack. It's going to happen again in the next couple seconds. Spread out. Don't have to run that far back, but that's fine. So somebody's just going to have to run back there with... It's fine. When you see the name... Alright, spread out.
Jer, come here. Jer, come here. Always need to be behind the pillar.
Nice Trez, though. Get him up. Still have people get it. Spread out.
Same
Somebody
thing,
stand by
same
that
thing.
pillar.
Spread. Stay.
Well, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm
Don't.
okay.
Okay.
There we go.
this one's hard.
Chotaka!
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go down. All tanks can go down. Okay, that's okay. Let's GG now. That's good. So remember, if you get the pillar, you don't have to run that far back.
Basically.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta piss. Ask Soda questions, please.
If you
Please.
get it, just run out of group, but like halfway between. Don't run to the edge of the arena. Just in the. If you really don't want to do mechanics ever on this fight, you just gotta stack as close as you can to her, and you never get to have to do it.
Okay.
So that's the secret here. If you don't want to do the mechanics, this is where you learn to stack really, really good.
So DPS people should stack harder,
Yeah.
so we keep making DPS damage.
Ideally, it's the chronos, the healers, and one range DPS gets sacrificed for it, but it's usually somebody that's generally fine for doing it. So like a Scourge or DPS Chrono or Deadeye, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Dragon Hunter can just swap to Scepter too. It doesn't matter. But just remember, DPS, if you don't want to do this mechanic, you stack as hard as you can on Spiral. And you just get to take it very easy for this fight, apart from having to move around. So that's the incentive for a lot of DPS here. The better you stack, You don't have to do mechanics. But in the case that you do get it, try to be like this distance away. Ideally, since this is a training, we probably should have everybody do it, and it's probably going to happen sooner or later. Although this does teach to stack really well. Does anybody have any questions so far?
I don't have any questions.
And then just remember, if there is an existing pillar, just somebody man up and or woman up, human up, and stand next to the pillar so that it can get destroyed, because she does a lot of extra damage when those pillars are out. Since Bora's not here, we can probably just do like one quick pull. So everybody's
Okay.
ready.
Nope, sorry.
Oh, who's there? I was
No,
gonna
we're
say
good.
we can do one quick, but
I'm
oh, don't
good.
start. Don't go in.
Yes.
It's okay. Go.
So remember, after this, stack as hard as you can on spiral. If you want to bait it out, try to be around star. Spread out. Catch your pillars. Don't stand. Works. Stack back on spiral. Stack back on spiral.
My God.
Pretty good.
I'm not sure how that worked.
We'll go
Nobody here
until
is.
one more person dies. It's fine. Spread out.
Back. Split. Spread.
Get back in. Don't spread out yet. Wait for them. She says something. Spread out now. So one person. There's going to be a pillar that's probably going to be always up now.
Ugly Timmy. Ugly. Okay.
That wasn't Timmy's fault.
Yeah, it was yours. We know. It's fine.
Just stack next to the pillar. Don't worry about it. Remember, stay stacked until she like says something or you see the eye, because that's just a DPS loss. You have time.
Wait, really? I'm not gonna blow.
So now you get it. Stack your pillars. Cut your pillar.
Getting close to split.
What's probably going to happen soon? Alright, so please don't touch the sand wall. If you run closer to the circle, you'll run faster than sand wall. If you run in the middle, you'll run at the exact same speed. Stack at arrow after the sand wall disappears, so don't DPS the boss because you can't. This is where you put down the corrosive projectile crowd. You got it. Just put it down, maybe in succession. One, we'll call it out.
Mine's
Okay,
already
we do have two
down.
dead.
No, not even close.
Let's GG.
So you failed, you don't die.
Sorry?
Oh.
You don't need that. Depends on the. Depends on area you're.
Okay, don't worry.
So generally,
5-minute fight. 5-minute 45-second fight. By the way. Just
generally
everybody here.
when the fights or when the phase happens, the quadrant that you're starting on is where you're going to end, and that's where it's going to be safe. So if you guys stand at arrow and run around fully to arrow, the flame wall is not going to hit you at arrow, because it's just like a Sabbath of flame wall, where it's going to start and stop. Well, actually, in like this line. But so that's the reason why we have everybody stack around spiral, is so that if everybody's stacked correctly, they're going to be in the section so that they can stop immediately at the hand that we need to start at, and you don't have to go like over here, because if you're over here, there's like no room to move, and she's going to hit you with like her attacks. If you notice, it's like that weird U-shaped thing. So just more incentive for like positioning, but the placements for the pillars were doing pretty well. Just have to get more used to it.
Wait. Wait. All right, there we go. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
Go.
Yep. Ooh.
Very. Is that Byron? Very low. If that's Byron.
Remember, stack at spiral behind the box. Spread out.
Oh.
Nice. Move back in. So remember, don't move until you see her like raise her hands and like yell or something like that. So move. You see two at a pillar, try to go to another one.
Ah.
Down. It's gonna happen.
Help.
Stack back up. Kite your pillars.
Back out. Close. Stay close.
Move back in.
You know, this part of the fight is super easy.
Yeah. Well, stay focused then.
Spread out.
Back out.
Brady!
That's okay. Just pick them up. Don't worry about it.
Get him up. Focus.
This trial by fire, people will learn sooner or later. Spread out. If you have spread out. That should be okay.
We're good.
Yep, spread out.
Get 75. Come on.
Spread out. When she's at this phase, when you see her, actually, I'll explain it later. Pick up
Too many
down.
people at our pillar.
Pick up down, it's okay. Kite your pillars. Spread out. You can destroy those two, that would be great. We're probably gonna.
What?
There he goes. Spread out.
Can we attack her in this?
No, just
No,
get
don't
through it.
bother DPS. Everything is invulnerable during this. So when the flame walls disappear, head to arrow. When you see the close projectile crowd, yep, just like that. Just DPS this. And if you have epidemic, that's when you use epidemic, because I think it reaches? I don't remember. That's our healer though. That's okay. Let's GG after this hand. You can GG now.
Oh, I thought I GG'd. There we go.
So that was much cleaner than before. That's quite good.
True.
I want to stop in real quick and say that good luck tonight.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Killjoy.
sir.
Love
Have a good
it.
night.
Amazing.
That's gonna happen. You'll when you get too close. It's just you'll get a feel for where you have to move.
Luke, can we shut this down? Channel 1010, please.
Anyways, it's all about just like getting used to the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have any questions so far?
Yeah, I'll look at it later.
Yep, no worries.
Yep.
Just sick of that.
I get it. Oh, all good.
Waiting for board to be in the right spot too. For Brainy, ready up. Don't go.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
fine.
we should be good.
That's fine.
Should be good.
Let's go.
No, we're good. Shit,
Stack
I can't.
at
Alright.
spiral. You got the thing. Spread. Move in. Nice. That's some good placement.
That's what we want every time. Legit.
If you can. So don't move yet. Now you move.
Nobody join me.
If somebody goes down, pick them up. Okay.
Spread.
Move back in. Nice. Spread out.
Mine?
Ooh.
Right.
Let's GG since that's the healer.
I actually have a little bit of an issue. My mom
Oh
just called,
no.
and I hung up on my
So
phone.
Fuck.
I
I
have
should
to
probably
take my
talk.
mom's call.
This is
So
actually very important. So the reason why we say spread out and stop, I should have mentioned, so you don't DPS her during that when she's blinking like that. You see her when she turns white. I'm quite certain she gets retail. You'll see it in
hey,
your bar, I think. It's
you have
basically,
you. Sorry, you have to fill me out right now. My mom just called. My mom doesn't call me at 10:30 at night, so I need to talk to
okay.
my
Yeah,
mom.
it's all good. We heard you. Go ahead.
Fill me out.
Mm,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anytime,
Anybody,
Boar.
one
It's good.
more? Anybody?
Say what? Oh, one more?
Anyways, no, sorry, we need one more person. If somebody wants to ask really quick in guild chat, likes. Anyways, when you see her with the eye above her head, don't DPS her. Don't please don't DPS her because you will take retail damage, and that's how I'm pretty sure people are going down. Apart from like the wave attack.
What was Boar playing, DPS or heals?
He was doing
Uh,
off heal.
Afio.
He was doing heal brand.
Another thing, she gets retail. She doesn't take damage from it either, so there's no point in DPSing her because there's 5 pillars up. The moment you see those eyes appear, stop DPS, please, because she doesn't take any damage. Otherwise, that's basically all the mechanics. If that's all the mechanics that everybody's seen so far, it's just each of those hands, or you kill her, you fight English. Sorry, English. Kite the pillars, get her to 75. Kill the 2 hands, kite the pillars, get her to 50. Kill 4 hands, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I'll say, from 2 cents, you've pretty much seen the whole fight at this point, right? I mean, there's going to be a couple extra hands later on, but this is it, right? You're going to get the pillars, you're going to get the hands. When we get the pillars, you get the line you got to avoid, and then you got the hands. Rinse and repeat 3 or 4
The
times, and you're good.
the only thing we haven't really seen yet is dealing with the pillars in the misshapen format of the arena.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's.
that will be fun
But
for sure.
for the most part, once you get used to kiting, you'll figure out that you're not supposed to put it on the edge of something because you can't stand behind it.
Hey, guys, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, my mom had a break-in at her house, Cape Coral. I need to go to my mom's house. I have to
Wish
leave.
you luck, Boar.
It's
Uh,
okay.
Or
Go.
get out. Go now. Go.
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 Go. Go.
Go,
Go.
go,
Go.
go,
Go.
go, go.
Stay.
I'm sorry to leave. Thank you guys for
Boar, just go.
Or it's fine. Go.
Sorry, Soda's
Good
gonna
luck.
take over.
Boar,
So
go.
It's all
Go.
good.
Don't worry,
Hugs.
don't worry,
calm the
Go.
Soda.
fuck down.
Shut
All
up!
right, shut the fuck up. God
No.
damn it. This is
Go.
serious. All right, this
Oh,
is
it
an
is
issue
serious.
where somebody has to leave. Please calm the fuck down. All right.
We
I love you
know.
all,
We're telling you to
but I have to
go.
go. So please, Soda's going to continue. Please listen to Soda. Thank you,
Yes.
Soda, for
Continue.
taking over. I'm sorry I have
Just
to
go.
leave.
You'll be good. Don't worry. Go. Go.
Jesus
Go help her.
fucking Christ, guys.
Uh. Anyways, okay. Is
Hello,
that
I
Kali?
am
Okay.
new.
Have you had any experience with this?
With what, wing salmon? No.
7? Okay, that's fine.
Oh, don't worry, Callie. It's super
Welcome.
easy. Just come here and we'll explain it super fast.
Head to
Hold
the
on,
aerodrome.
I have to beat the shit out of my cat. Hold on.
What?
What?
Damn. Watch out with that lady.
All right. She fits right in.
Whenever you get a chance, head to the aerodrome, and
Right. Okay.
What?
you'll be able to join it. While she is joining, we can just do a couple more to practice the kiting and stuff. For the most part, because there's one person gone. Oh, this is also important. If there's one person dead, generally one pillar is going to be always up. If there's 2 people dead, you want to have one group stack pillars. 4 people dead, you want to have 2 groups stack pillars. So because if 2 pillar people are stacked on top of each other, it will merge the pillars together into one super pillar. It's just one regular pillar. And that means that also means that she does so that she doesn't like we don't have like a leftover pillar at the end. For the most part, if there is like people dead, I'll try to call out, have somebody just dedicate the stacking if you want to be that person. If you see another person, okay, if you have the pillar and you see another person like standing on top of you, don't freak out. Just let it happen and merge the pillars together. Because if I call it out, because I know instinct right now is to dodge out of the way so that you can, do the thing. Yeah.
All right.
And then is it Kali? You have a heal scourge.
Yeah, hold on, I'm trying to get find my fucking oils up.
No, that's fine. Okay, people are up. Okay, let's do a pull. So there's gonna be a pillar up somewhere. Just don't worry about it. So move out. Just one person can stand by the pillar. Hope somebody can help pick up Jer if they can. Because I can't. Spread out. Spread out.
Ah, can I step on the pillar? Very good.
I just realized we're doing this with like one healer, and that's going to be really spicy.
Everyone back.
Let's actually.
Oh, bite him.
Just keep going for now.
Did I GG'd? Sorry.
It's all good. Whoever's got that
Oh,
pillar is too
oh,
close.
Oof.
Oh good, oh good.
Not having a healer actually does hurt. That's okay.
Run for it.
And then, so ideally, also
Ooh, ouch.
for everybody, try to keep the pillar or in that general area where you guys are stacking. Don't put a pillar in front of where she's attacking, like where I'm standing, because she will hit you with a bunch of AoEs and they hurt like.
So I know we only have about 15 minutes left. Do you want to try the
Sorry,
pillar?
what did you say?
I was going to say we only have. I think we only have 15 minutes left, but regardless.
Isn't this supposed to be an easy boss?
Well, mechanics. There's lots of mechanics.
Mechanically, it is hard, but because there's no RNG involved in it, it's considered one of the easier bosses. Because once people get down all the mechanics for this boss, because the mechanics are very straightforward and doable by basically anybody. That's what makes it an easy boss. That's what makes this entire wing easy, is because there's no RNG involved for any of the bosses. It's also.
How do I get to you guys?
Actually, we can just start the fight and you can just GG that.
No. I was going to say she should be able to GG now.
That's all right. We're
It's
GG
really
now.
weird, actually, that for new people that join in, they can't. For new people that join in to this instance, if they GG, they get back to the start the boss first, and then they can GG to the boss. I think that's just like the weird bug that comes up when you can choose to fight either earth or air. It's just weird.
So what
Okay.
I was going to ask was, real quick, did you want to try and do the pillar buddies, or try to spread some way markers or something to try and spread these pillars out a little bit? I think that's
Okay,
kind
Blue.
of what's hanging us a little bit. I was asking.
I with the pillar bodies, I think it works, but it's really hard because from time to time you don't get the pillar you want, because me and Timmy and Lothar, we both got pillars and we had to spread. So I don't think pillar bodies would work that much, but marking where the pillars would go.
I can do that here. Generally, okay. So
yeah, I would say I've
you
done
guys
this.
are around Squiggle.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like that. You guys know where to stand behind her now. You can see that. I'm going to delete that. That's like the general area that you want to be. If you have somebody standing there. Well, actually, if you have one person. Like Freya, if you can, just keep kiting for me and just like put one over here. But
Yep.
either way. As the tank makes it easy for my life.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Okay, I should probably explain for Kali. Okay, so Kali, for this fight, there's 5 pillars. There's going to be, you need 2 people between each pillar. For each pillar that's up, she takes less damage. Or there's 5 pillars, basically invulnerable. But when you're behind a pillar, she'll do an attack and destroy the pillars, and that's when the fight starts. When you can, stack up behind where she's facing. Actually, I should put it down then. So squiggle. Sure, why not? Maybe. Hang on, markers are hard. Why not? You guys can keep it in that general area. You don't have to put it directly on. Just try to look for those. But yeah, anyways. So when the fight starts, she'll do like an AoE attack, destroy these pillars, and you want to stack at spiral, do all your stuff. Just bring your standard Scourge stuff. If you can swap out... what do they bring? They bring Blood is Power. If you can swap out Blood is Power for Corrosive Poison Cloud, that's going to make everybody's lives easier too.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. That works. So it's like, and then basically stack behind. She's going to do a couple attacks. If you get a circle underneath your foot, you need to move out of the stack to around to where those markers are and place them, because then a pillar is going to spawn. The circle's going to fill in, blink, and then you need to move out of the circle or else you'll be killed by the pillar that spawns up.
Okay.
After the pillar comes up, everybody goes back to stack, heads behind spiral or somewhere. And then you'll just keep DPSing. When you see her like raise her hands up, she'll say crap. You'll see an eye, like a CM, no, not CM, Spark Ziggs. What is that guy's name? The fractal guy. One from Fractal 100. Anybody?
Ark.
Is that?
I think the
Talking
guy
about
with
the
the
last
giant
guy at
cannon?
the end with the eye above his fucking head.
Yeah, that guy.
Arc.
Arc. Yes. If you've seen Arc from the Shadow Observatory, it does the eye above the head. Don't look at the cardinal. Have like your character looking at it, or else you'd be blinded. But generally, by then you should be running to behind a pillar, just like what happens right now. We're basically gonna. We'll just
Hey,
demonstrate it.
quick question, Sataka.
Yes.
Once you're behind the pillar, you can turn around and face him again, right? Like the pillar blocks his eyesight thing.
Yes.
Okay.
But you're gonna
Just
need to
checking.
be behind it before the eyesight procs. So I mean, for the most part, there's nothing wrong with just facing away from it, because you can't do any damage to her either way. So there's no point in doing anything, unless you want to put down like a phantasm for clones later. Then that's some big brain strat. Whenever Brainy's ready.
Yeah, ready.
So the fight's gonna start. Stay behind the pillar. When the pillars are destroyed, go to spiral. After a couple attacks, she's gonna you'll notice I'll call out to go out. So spread out. See people spread out. If you have it, move out. They'll put down those pillars. So move back in. Now, when you see the eye above her head, head to a pillar. Try to keep 2 to a pillar. If you can't, oh well. Just head to the pillar. Please.
Okay. Next poll. Can we just maybe try to assign people to go to the same pillar?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
Spread
that's
out
what I
if
was.
you can destroy that pillar. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Oh, what?
Ooh, that was a little close. That's fine.
The pillar does what?
Remember, head
Knock
back.
down everything.
Spread to a pillar.
Run.
Almost. Okay, close enough. That's fine.
This was amazing.
Spread out. Up. So there's 4 pillars. So that's what happens when 2 people stack. That's okay. One person is going to get down. Be ready to power res them. Spread out. One person goes down. Get ready to power res.
Ah, it was me.
Yeah, that happens. Nice, move in. Almost at phase. We might be able to phase her. Alright, so don't touch that sand wall, please. Don't touch it. Just run. Keep running.
Forget the glide.
Yeah, please. We're gonna stack a triangle. There's a triangle. It's triangle! And we're gonna DPS this hand. One Scourge can put down corrosive projectile.
I got it. As I thought I had it.
Next,
There it goes.
next Scourge can put at the hand, like now. Like that. Another Scourge can put down probability. See that he does like the hand thing? That's when you want to put it. I can explain that later. So now, same thing as before. You'll notice the path is different. So please pay attention to those. You'll need to adapt to that.
Get out of the middle. Jerk, get out of the middle.
Get out of the middle, out of the middle.
That's fine.
Kids are pillar. Right?
Yeah.
Because of pillar. Stack back up. Alright, head to your pillars. Or a pillar.
Boost. I love you.
Woost.
Hit you with that fucking
Woost.
great
Okay,
sword 5.
If we can, we'll try to keep going to the 50%. But this is basically just the same mechanic as before. There's nothing different. Except it's just looks the same.
Same thing, except for the fact that like there's like holes in the floor now, right?
Yep.
Yep, that's all it is.
Yeah, for the rest of the
Head to a
fight,
pillar.
stay the same.
Head to a pillar. Please.
Oh shit.
It's okay. Just destroy those pillars next time when you stand next to it. Spread out. Brainy, you don't have to stand that far back.
Alright.
Because they can't. Nobody can stand behind that pillar.
I
Just
really
wanted
gotta
it out of the
stop
way.
using my mic.
This start.
Run.
Spread out.
So much.
I'm going
money.
long. I'm going long.
You can try to.
Ah, I can't go fucking
Try to.
Dunzo.
That's okay.
Guys, there's always somebody. I need somebody with me.
There's one person dead right now, so there's gonna be one person.
Yeah, I died.
All right. Ooh, okay, let's GG. Somebody put the pillar weight. So that's good.
As far as we gotten.
The hardest part is paying attention if you have pillar. If you do get pillar. If you don't want to get pillar, stack closer to her. And yeah, pillar is
I have a
always going to be a one-hit kill.
I after the first hand, I jumped to the second hand, and in course, it's purple something. It's a debuff on me. Why do I?
So
Why?
the debuff that you get on you, that's like confusion or poisonous, comes from the hand that we start at arrow. Whenever it does its channel and it finishes, you get a confusion stack. It's not true confusion. You basically take extra damage from Cardinal Adina herself. You take 20% extra damage or something like that
Okay.
for each stack. Yeah. So that's the reason why we generous, because the longer you let it live, the more stacks you get on you and the more it hurts. So it becomes really spicy when we have to deal with four hands. So there's 2 erosions on each side and 2 the throwaway hands on each side. But since everybody's basically kind of gotten it, we're gonna do buddy system now. Let's try buddy system.
Can we pick our buddies?
Yeah, pick your buddies.
You've already picked it. Who's behind you with the pillar?
Yeah, pick your pillar buddy. Congrats, you picked your pillar buddy.
I'm over here with your hose.
Yeah, I'll mark everybody. So if you're marked, just try to go to whoever's marked. I'm gonna try to pick the people that I'm gonna put. Yeah, I generally pick that. And then Kali, does this fight make sense so far? Like, how it works. And
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's a very straightforward healing fight. Yes. Okay, so for when we get to the hand, for the people that have like corrosive poison cloud or stability that they want to drop, you want to look at the hand on the opposite that we're not dealing with, the one that like throws stuff at you. One necro can drop it immediately because one hand's going to throw it immediately. You'll get down the timings after a while, but if you see the hand like gripping itself, it does like a clenched fist, like you're about to punch somebody. It's going to throw pocket sand at whoever. So you want to put down corrosive poison cloud either where we're stacking or where we're moving if the hand is destroyed. Because generally, we'll start at arrow, then we go here, and then we come over here for this next phase, and we go there. But I'll call it out. So just remember your pillar buddies. If you do have the markers, try your best to bait it out. If you don't have a marker, please go to whoever is your pillar buddy, and it will make everybody's lives much easier.
If you kind of imagine like where the boss is now, and just kind of go clockwise and think of the pillars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wherever you are right now, like I'm currently at 3, so I'm gonna try and put my pillar right in the middle at 3, even though we're all coming behind him, and that way, I always know to go to the third pillar.
Sure, why not? Just try if you can keep it consistent. Basically, consistency is the name of the game. If you can keep it consistent, your pillar buddy knows it's going to be consistent, then everybody's lives are happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to make an arc smiley shape. Freya gets the buy on it because I get to move behind her, behind or in front of Cardinal Adina. I don't know.
And again, it's like pirate's code, right? So it's
Pirate's code.
Also,
if you have a marker over your head, don't run to a pillar that already has a marker, even if they take your marker, please. Because your pillar buddy is going to come to you and there's going to be 4 people stacked there.
Sure, if you don't come on me, I'm fighting you.
All right, so the arrow is the one. The arrow is the one that's not moving. Okay.
Arrow is where you're going to stack after the flame wall phase. Don't worry about arrow. Just ignore it. Well, arrow also is like where you want to keep it around. If you want to keep it around arrow, just stay consistent.
Well, arrow's my fixed point, so I know where the hell things are at when I have to run.
Arrow will always be behind Cardinal Adina. Arrow will be where we stack afterwards. Arrow is where you kind of want to keep everything. Whenever Shadow's ready.
I'm happy.
Like Brandy needs a marker over his head.
The walls don't have to go all the way to arrow. They can go about halfway between arrow and cardinal.
Yeah, something like that.
Was I heard?
Wait, sorry, what happened?
It looks like Brandy needs a marker over his head.
Did I have? I did have one. He does have one.
What are you talking
I was just hiding
about?
behind them. I can't see it from here. Okay,
You're
cool.
blind.
The pillar blocks it. Shush.
All right, whenever Tiger's ready. Yay.
Sorry, Jess.
Okay. Oh, Cupcake died somehow. That's GG. Yeah, don't stand on top of the pillar or else you die like that.
Sure, GG.
Yeah, just GG.
Yeah,
Don't worry
I
about
want
it.
to try something. Like break the game.
Learn everything. Learn by getting punched in the face. That's what this fight is. You'll learn by getting punched in the face.
I did tell you like 40 minutes ago not to stand up there.
He did. He absolutely did.
No, but it was so I didn't start the fight. This was different.
You still died. How much later does people want to go? We're getting close to the scheduled end time. We could do a couple more pulls if you
2
want.
more hours.
2 more hours? I don't
want
care.
to stick. I want to stick to this fight.
I want to fucking kill this thing already. Otherwise, we can go to VG.
We'll see after a couple runs how it goes. But for now, everybody's doing well. We can start it. When it gets closer, blue will make a decision. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's all good.
Spread out, please, if you have it.
People in the group.
All right, that's
Get
fine.
away from the
Spread
group.
out. Oh, that's gonna be killing somebody.
That's a big rip.
Do we just want to GG?
She said.
So remember, if you do have it, don't move in
GG.
until you see like the thing.
Oh, we're GGing? I'm
Not
sorry.
not to throw anybody under the bus, but I'm pretty sure that was Jared's fault.
That was my fault. I didn't even notice it. My bad.
That also means that Brainy needs to stand like a little bit farther back if he
Wait, why?
Yeah.
to bait it out, because I want you to bait it out if you're comfortable with that, or we can move.
All right, stand a little farther back, as in like in the beginning.
Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
People stand on star. If you can, don't stand on the star. Stand. Your attacks should reach your.
Yeah, it should be
melee
fine.
attack should. All right. This is good. Just remember, stack it. Oh, pick up Jared. Somebody pick up Jared.
I'm trying.
Again?
Oh, you got slurped up.
Okay, spread out. Spread back.
Okay.
That was my fault.
No.
That was my fault. I'm
wait,
sorry.
Wait, all GG, please.
I'll do. Yep.
That's like this
guys,
one on
there
Cupcake.
were two big mistakes there. First, the pillar should never stay in below the and
Noted.
second, all pillars should not go all the way to the border. Should get in the middle of the map.
Yeah, if you can keep it in the middle. Kali, that's fine. It's once you just have to get used to like seeing that marker if you're like unintentionally doing it. Also, if when in doubt, if you like wiggle your character around and you see a circle under you, just move out of the group.
I think the don't you get like an orange border around if you get the
Do
Yeah,
unless you are blinded by something, then it kind of like messes with it. Like if you're accidentally
okay.
falling. So I don't want to say entirely rely on the orange border, because if you do get blinded, it kind of like messes with it. But yeah, you do get like a giant message in the top of your screen.
You can also turn up your UI audio all the way to 100. You get a like boop boop.
Yeah, you get that real loud boop boop sound.
Hey, can me and Woosh swap?
Sorry, who
I
said
don't
that?
feel comfortable baiting.
That's fine.
I did shower and everything today. Honest.
I think it. Yeah, I think it'd
Said
be better if I
baiting,
stay
not-
as a red. as opposed to-
Unless Cupcake, do you
Blue,
want to do, are
baiting,
you fine with doing it, or Woos?
Bait? What? Can I what?
So I guess Kali, since you are a healer, if you do healing for this, they'll probably expect you to. Do you want to practice it, learn it?
What am I doing?
I don't know how
Pillar?
to heal with the Dragon Hunt.
It's okay. Wait, are you comfortable like the practicing and learning how to bait out the pillars?
Oh yeah. I can do that. I can
Oh.
bait pillars.
Okay, so
No,
Cupcake,
you're with me.
Cupcake, go to Jer, and then
Now I have no one.
Brainy can go to Timmy.
Oh my God, it's a Chinese fire drill.
Ugly Timmy, get the hell over here. I'm about to come and scoop you up like a dollop of sour cream.
Did
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Shadow, you can still stay with kiting. Yes.
Okay. Actually, I might have to go for a few minutes. I just
Pussy.
randomly got a text saying to come outside, so.
You definitely should not do
okay,
that.
I don't know. That doesn't sound safe to me.
It's the dude that just broke into Fufol's mom's house.
Oh no! This
Okay.
doesn't seem bad.
Guys, you don't
we
need to
can-
explain why you're leaving. Just leave.
Oh yeah,
just-
no.
just go.
We understand.
People asking to help him with his mom's house.
Let's just do some runs so that Kali can get used to it too. So
Sure,
just
for
remember,
practical.
there's gonna be a pillar up.
I'm just gonna chill over here because I should.
All by
So
myself.
there's gonna be a
One would
pillar up. So
hope.
somebody can just go to it. Go stack. And Jared's not here. You ready to eat up? Jared,
No.
Sure.
don't put a pillar under him. It'll kill him.
It wasn't.
Power move, dude. Power. We didn't need Jer. Fuck.
Is Jer here? Alright, what are your pillars?
Fuck that guy. Asshole.
So now, since there's gonna be 2 people dead, one of you needs to stack pillars. So one person just.
Okay, I can do it. I can do
Yeah.
it. I can do it. Don't
Remember,
worry.
if you do get pillars, go stand. Please go stand by the thing. Oh, I went down.
This is supposed to be
went
easy,
down up
right?
here.
Where's
Yes,
Ranger when
go
you
get
need him?
pillars.
Okay, go to pillars.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, so I died. That's okay.
Sorry,
Good
dude.
GG.
I died. It's okay.
So yeah, it's just if 2 people die, just get used to having one person dedicate the stacking.
Where's your GM?
Yeah, you can just GG.
Okay. Now we can GG. You know, I'm loving this fight. I loved it.
Yeah,
It's the
27
worst
is a
fight
really
I've
fun
ever
fight.
had.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, I got big saucies. Don't worry. I'll res her. Hey, do you guys want to lack? Or no?
Do we want to laugh?
Alacrity.
Alacrity rev? Is it healing or just alacrity in general?
Alacrity DPS.
I mean, it's up to you. It doesn't really matter.
Like, so what's the issue going on with this fight? Just people not getting mechanics right, or what?
For the most part, it's just getting used to putting down pillars and then standing behind pillars.
So
That's the
mechanics.
hardest part about this fight. Yeah, it's always mechanics.
What do you think about DPS though? DPS is kind of low. For that.
DPS is fine for this card luck. So the thing about Wing 7 is the DPS check is like stupidly low.
So it's not really a DPS check as much as just like.
I think Cardinal Adina has like less health than VG or something. Because speed at which the group is doing it, if there is 10 people here, it's within 3 pillar summonings, and that's pretty good. If everybody was once you get super comfortable, like my group can do it in a pillar and a half, and that's just. But it's all just about being comfortable with the DPS and moving in and out and knowing when you can DPS.
Yeah. Just kind of think like what would be best for our team right now.
Right now, what are you running?
Power Reaper.
Right now, we're failing to mechanics more than anything else.
Right now, it's just mechanics, and it's just getting used to it.
So what if we left earlier for the pillars rather than a little bit later? We would sacrifice DPS. Is there? So you talked about the DPS check. It's not that big, but what
if
we
you
just
really
left
want to leave earlier, you would leave the moment you see the mine spawn on the ground, and I can call it out because it's some
for the pillars.
Yeah, for the pillars. We're
that's
talking about
what
the
I've
pillars
been
when
doing.
she destroys.
So you guys have been talking about leaving, and talking about when to leave, and I've been leaving a substantial amount earlier, and I haven't been dying as much.
Yeah. So you can leave a little bit. We can call out when to leave earlier.
I'm gonna tell you when I leave, and then you say when you think you should leave.
I say you guys should leave when the mines spawn. That's when she puts up everything, like the blind, she'll call it out, and the wave.
But isn't that cutting it a little bit early?
It's not that early.
Is this what you've been doing this entire time?
I always leave when the mine.
So what if we left a little bit early and try to change it up to give people more time for mechanics, because that's what we're dying to.
That's what I meant. Like when the mine spawn is like early as possible. That's like more than enough time to get to a pillar, basically.
Let's try it then. Let's try so let's pull one more time. I'm gonna tell you guys when I leave, and I want you to tell me what I could have or could have not done better as far as leaving on time. Do you feel me?
What do I have marked? That's not.
Like I leave the center as soon as the pillars spawn up. And I go hide behind a pillar and I pop out in range.
Yep, that's
Okay,
fine.
that's fine. Much.
Is Blue here?
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Is Blue here? Blue.
Blue what?
Brainiard.
What?
Blue.
No.
It's fine.
All right,
Don't
just
worry
keep going,
about
keep
it.
going, keep going, keep going.
Do
All
we
right.
have a blue
So
and a red in
let's
the
Just
field?
DPS
go
do
stack,
everything you guys have been doing this entire time, and then
spread
we'll
out,
fight. Spread
destroy the
out.
pillar,
Yep.
I got it.
move in.
So come back in, and then I run now.
No, that's too early.
I'm immobilized, but I pop
Too
behind the pillar. So
early.
if you're in the middle, go pop
Now
behind the
you
pillar.
move. When you see those mines on the ground, that's when you move. Up.
Sorry. Oh, we figured it out. No, we didn't.
All right, that's fine.
All
Just
right,
move
so
back
we're
in,
all still
pick 'em
alive, aside from Ash.
So remember, that's a little too early that you left, so it's fine.
Do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's way too early.
All right.
Move in.
Is it too early because of DPS, or just
Yeah,
because you
DPS.
could? What?
Wait for the mines to spawn. You guys are moving a little too early. Now.
There's 3 people here.
Power rest here? Okay, okay. Wasn't perfect.
That's fine. Get that down.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Jer, get out of there. Jer.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
In
alright.
a second, you know that one pillar that spawns like right on the edge?
Move now.
Freya's with me.
Oh shit.
I would think. Guys, ugly too. Alright, we're all up. Let's get back in.
Spread it out. Spread out.
Somebody's in the group. Somebody's in the group.
Move
It's
back
not
in.
me.
If you're in the group, get off the guy. Alright, and I'm gonna go
You're
run
gonna
behind
get
the
kicked.
Little early. Move now.
Well, I'll go this one.
That's fine. Just
I popped out a little too early, so
If you're 3 people behind a pillar,
somebody's
just
gonna go
power
down.
rest.
spread.
Power rest.
Spread out. Destroy those pillars if you can. Move in.
We might get it split. We might get split.
Yeah, we can just
Hit hard.
We'll split it.
Awesome.
Don't
Split.
don't
Alright.
stand in the
Come on.
So we're gonna-
Ah, I died.
Don't stand on the sand wall or stand on top of her, or else you'll get killed by it. That's okay.
Sorry.
So-
My guy got stuck or something.
People
I
got
died.
wrecked because
Move
of
the
that.
Arrow.
Damn.
And we're just going to arrow to get
This
Get
is
the
where you
hand.
would
Get the hand.
use a projectile cloud.
kill the hand.
Then the second one can go down. If you see the hand gripping, it's going to throw it at you like that. Move to the next one. If you have
Jump.
stability, use it like now. It's going to grip like that.
So the second part, it's the same as the first part, but we're fighting on weird fucking ground.
Yep.
Yes.
There you see there's
Yep.
just 4 slots. They're gone. Let's GG now. So
No, no,
just,
no, no, no. Okay,
No,
let's,
no, no,
let's
no. Keep going, keep going.
oh,
Or
I thought Timmy already GG'd. Let's just go.
Yeah.
spread out.
Just GG. That's fine.
Set the
I wanna
GG.
see-
Because it's the same mechanic.
Yep.
2 people down.
It's the
one
same
up.
mechanic over and over again, except for as you go farther and farther with the pillar part, which is what we're struggling with. There's going to be gaps in the ground.
And so
Right.
for you, Brainy, you're definitely it's just
Okay. Yeah.
it's this isn't a DPS heavy fight, but you still want to DPS, and what you have is still like much safer.
So if everyone left as early as I am, right?
We would
Would
it
we
would
fail the
take so
DPS
much longer.
check?
Probably then actually.
You think we'd fail the DPS? Okay. So I'm going to pay more attention to when you say leave.
Third.
GG.
GG.
Or what? Yeah.
Yeah, GG. I'm going to pay more attention to when you say leave because I feel like if we called it a little bit earlier, maybe we could all get behind. Because you're calling leave, right? And I don't know, like it's not like a Discord delay or anything where like you're saying it and then like 3 seconds later everyone's doing anything. It's just like a natural delay where you hear something and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna start doing this, and then you start moving.
I
you know
would
what I'm saying?
say I would say that once you see the pillars go
Jer,
away.
go to the lay rift.
Yeah. Once you see the pillars start to, people put the pillars down, just use your one skill. Don't do the rest of your rotation. Just do your one skill and watch the boss. When the boss talks, you run like hell.
Yeah.
Boss talks. Your indicators are the boss is talking, you see an eye overhead, or you see mines on the ground. Do you have the
So
first
if
mastery? Otherwise, I think you
what
might
first
need to
ministry
go.
Cupcake here. We're out with him.
or
Then you can't
raids?
get it.
If he doesn't have that, then you would have to go to
What are you talking? What for raids?
for repairing. Is it?
Oh
Yes, it's in the raid
Yeah.
mastery.
Yeah, it's in
Talking
the
about
raid
Jer?
mastery.
Yeah. Go to. Where is it here? Is it the Slace?
It's
It's
over
right at the front
by
of the
the
fucking.
wall. Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
have to go
Jer, come
to
to
the
me.
prism, or just leave and fix it.
Jer, come to me.
Take 2 minutes.
Yeah, you can just I actually don't. Is there even a basic repair here?
If you click, if you interact with the lay rift, it should
No, he
have
doesn't
you.
have. If he doesn't have the maid mastery, then he wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay.
We'll just do 1 or 2 more pulls anyway. So.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
not really the armor isn't quite as important if you're not a tank.
Well, it's still.
Well, it's
there.
nice, but
It affects your other stats on the armor.
Yeah, it affects you taking damage too, so you take extra damage.
We're still trying to get used to not dying on the pillars, so but I get it.
Okay, Shadow is still gone.
Floofel said his mom lived in Cape Coral, right?
Yes.
Where does he live? Is he in Florida? I hope.
Yeah, he's in the Florida area.
All right. It's not like a long drive, is it?
I don't know where you live, so I don't know. I would say he's in the Tampa area. How's that?
Tampa to Cape Coral.
I don't know exactly, but I know he's because I know he's relatively near where my in-laws are, and they're in Tampa.
I'm just like thinking about that.
Wait, Jared, did you get your gear fixed? Because you can just leave and then come back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna message Floofel real quick.
Yeah, he's sounding kind of. I was about to say.
I'm from Florida, and I got a lot of friends down near the Tampa area, and I don't know. Like he said, his mom called him, right?
Yeah.
And it's
That's kind of like
Tampa.
fucked up, though.
It's Tampa-ish, right? So he could be like 30, 40 minutes away. I don't know that area too well. I'm in Pennsylvania, but he's told me he's not too far from that area.
Like, pretty hammered there.
I don't know, like what was going on. Like he said, someone just broke in. I don't know if like anyone was like fucking with his mom or anything. Like like his mom was like there while the fucking dude fucking came in or whatever. But I got a lot of people that are like, I'm 2 or 3 hours north of Tampa, and I have a lot of friends that went to like USF down there. I don't know if he needs like any help or anything, but
It sounded to me like his mom came home and she had gotten broken into.
That's what I was thinking too, because like you wouldn't be like, oh my god, someone's breaking in. Let me call my son real quick. Like you would call 911 first. Like
let me tell Discord quickly that.
Yeah. let everyone in Discord, and then I'll tell him what's going on.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, but if he needs any like fucking dudes down there, I got some bodies that can come down there. But I don't know. Sorry, I was just thinking about that for a second.
That's okay. It was nice.
Yeah, I got some boys back home. I'm in North Carolina right now. Like I don't know. Obviously, I can't go down there, but
shit, how do I get back in there?
Got some buddies back home who would go down
If
there
you
and
leave,
help out.
if you leave the aerodrome and come back into the aerodrome, it'll prompt you to go back in, or it's the one on the top all the way to the left.
Yeah, I think it's right of the mini map. It's the one on the top to the right of the mini map. Oh, there it goes.
I think I'm ready. There's no one here with me, but I'm ready. We GGing this? Yeah, we are.
Well, I have some armor, so.
I was not ready for that. I know I clicked ready, but I was not ready for that.
No, somebody was flying around on their griffin and ended up inside the circle.
Hey, Ash just messaged me. She said, "You guys want to find someone else? She's fine with being kicked. It's taking longer than expected." deal with whatever it is she's dealing with. I don't know.
Are you two together?
What?
Nothing. I'm joking.
Judging from that, what I'm thinking
No.
for no.
Are you talking about together as in like a relationship? Then no.
When you
Is there
were
anybody else?
disconnected, Bor was talking to her about you two being together like as friends, and
We're
it sounded
we're
like,
really good friends. We're really good friends. That's it.
oh, I didn't know.
That's literally it.
So
If it's
maybe
gonna
10 minutes tops. I think I'm running out of steam for this.
Yeah. Let's kick Ash. Let's kick. Yeah. Let's just kick Ash, and then we'll find another DPS, and then yeah,
Just pug it.
sure.
uh,
We're
I'll get her
gonna
find
pull a
someone else from the
DPS
guild.
in for like 2 pulls. That's kind
Yeah,
yeah,
let's not do
I don't
that.
want to pug it and do that.
that's lame.
Also sorry, Kali, for coming in. This is happening.
What do you guys say we give it 5 more pulls? 5 more good pulls. Everyone in here should know what we're doing at this point. We pug it, find a DPS who hopefully knows what they're doing, that's experienced, and then what do you guys think about that? 5, like no shit, 5 pulls. At 5 pulls, if we haven't killed it by then, we're done.
Fine by me.
As long as each pull doesn't take 10 minutes, I'm okay with that.
Talking about 10 minutes is in like the time in between, like from pull to pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super down with that. Let's for like at least an
Oh, there
experienced
we go.
pug.
I saw that coming.
All right,
Yeah.
this doesn't
I
count.
saw
This
the
doesn't
rabbit.
fucking
That's
count. GG.
one. That's one.
Fucking GG. No.
Sorry.
Fucking GG, you asshole.
Sorry.
Hey
That was
guys,
my
in all
bad. That was my
seriousness,
first.
Come on, guys.
I know this is taking a while to like fill and stuff, but can we please stop fucking our accident?
Mm-hmm.
Please. It's
Please.
getting old.
That was
It's
bad.
getting very, very old.
Let me see if I got any friends on.
We can also just, if there's anybody that's on DPS that wants to swap to an, wait, no, we already have 2 healers. We can just do this with 9-man. Well, 9-man would just be spicy.
I just messaged someone on my friends list. I asked them if they wanted to come for a DPS. They're pretty solid DPS. They play Power Ranger.
As long as he
Power
knows that we're only
soldiers.
doing a couple pulls.
Whatever works.
He'll understand.
Oh, nobody's responding yet.
We also could write in the pug 2 runs. Just
Yeah, that's still like
Yeah, I'm at that point. You might as well just call it.
At that point, we might as well just 9-man it
well,
and just
9
and have everybody else used to it. But this fight in particular kind of sucks with 9-man. I mean, it's doable. You just have to have somebody just basically be on pillar destroying duty.
I can do that. I don't mind.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just 20% damage that we're not doing every single time.
It's not that big of it. The 20% also only applies when she activates the pillars. So the 20% applies the moment you see her hit the pillars with her blind. That's when she gets the full invuln. And then when they stay glowing, so if they're inert like this, she doesn't get the buff, which is kind of a weird interaction. Which is why you can still do damage when the 5 pillars are spawned. So damage doesn't start until she hits it and it glows. Otherwise, if nobody responds, Brainy, you can get back in stack and we'll just not. We'll just do like a couple pulls then, because we spent like half an hour doing.
Yeah, we're already half an hour over time, so
yeah.
Let's see how far this goes.
So that means one person just needs to be sure on pillar duty, just breaking duty. See, so when it turns red like that, that's when she gets the buff. Right. Stay stacked. Somebody go destroy that pillar. Don't be in front. Oh, pick it down. Quick. Oh, there he goes. Let's spread out.
There's the chat. Go.
So since Cupcake died, one person is just gonna have to stack on top.
Oh,
why is
what?
nobody's spreading out.
It
Okay,
didn't
pick 'em up.
count. Someone didn't count right. I don't know if it was me or someone else, but I had 3 on mine.
Spread out. Move in. Move into stack at star.
There's the chat. Go.
Move. So if you have next time you get pillars, just destroy all these excess. There's gonna be 4, so have people are gonna have to please.
I'm gonna
You
try.
notice if we're not doing anything.
I got.
Alright,
I can
spread
get
out.
2.
Move back in. Yep, just like that. Spread out.
There it is.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's 2. Let's GG then.
GG. All right.
I'm actually surprised you guys decided to do this one first, because personally I think Air Boss is easier. This fight is actually really good for teaching everybody to pay attention to mechanics. Air Boss, you can just stack like Scourges and Mirages and you'll be good.
I kind of like this one better than VG for learning mechanics. Somehow I found VG more annoying.
It just depends
The
on
opposite.
it depends on what way of learning VG that you're doing. If you're doing greens, it's more on everybody else. If you're just doing skip greens, then it's literally on the tank and the healers.
All right, everyone try to remember where they are with relation to the boss so we can all try and be on the same right pillar.
Yep.
You won't live to see Kadim's dominion.
Awesome.
If somebody can destroy that pillar.
How'd that
Spread
happen?
out. There's always going to be one person gone.
Oh, we still have 9. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have 9, that's why. Move in. Stack. Stay stacked, or otherwise you're not getting healed. Spread out. Spread out. But there's always going to be one pillar up if we're doing like this. So somebody destroy that pillar if they can. Move in. That's also why you don't want to put pillars close to the boss, because people moving in will notice that. That's okay, spread out.
Oh crap.
One person should now stack it. Whoever, just say they're going to stand on another person.
Good movement.
So one person just dedicate to staying on one other person. Yeah, that's fine. Move in. Spread out.
Frick is my guy. There he is.
So this is... You guys will notice that pillars... So don't put pillars in front of each other like that. Okay. Spread out. Destroy that pillar. Move in. Move out. Spread out.
Ah. Good job. We should get split on this one if we're good.
Might be able to do it.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Move in.
Pillar on the group.
So that's... Whoever put that down just killed a healer again.
Missed
let's
it.
GG since that's our healer.
Alright. Oh, we did get it.
Please remember, if you're not... If you do get it, if you get a thing above your... on your screen, try to move out. please, because you'll wipe. You also need to be careful not to put it too close to the boss or in front of like another person that's kiting, if you are kiting. Otherwise, it's gonna down people that's running back into the group after kiting, which is generally why they want pugs and commanders, whoever, static leaders, whatever, try to keep it in like an arc shape instead of like but that just comes with getting used to the fight. So you can out whenever Jared's ready.
Oh shit. Sorry.
It's all good.
You won't live to see Kadim's dominion.
All right, stack. Oh, somebody pick up Jared. Move out. Move out. All right, move in. Spread out. Spread out. Nice, move in. Spread out. Spread out. It's gonna be. That's fine. Just remember the pylons, pillars. Spread out. Move in. Spread out. Move. Move back in. Spread out. Run. Somebody's gonna go down. Just pick him up.
Yep.
That's okay. Might be able to phase here. Spread out.
Come on, get out there.
All right.
Got it.
Don't be under the arrow. Move. Run. Please don't touch the center of the arena. Remember, we're gonna stack at arrow. Head to arrow now. Stack at arrow. Have to deal with it.
Putting up the poison.
Cloud can go down if you have it. Nice. Next poison cloud can go down on the next hand or that wall, whatever.
Got one.
Alright.
Alright.
Back. So now it's just getting used to this different pattern. And you're gonna get stuck if you fall into those holes like that, and which it sucks, but you're basically guaranteed to die.
Brainy, not that far.
Thank you.
Spread out. Oh.
Ah,
Spread
shit.
out.
I'll go over here.
Spread out.
One person can get both those pillars.
I got it.
Spread it. Right out.
Ouch.
Pick up down quick. 2 people should stack pillars if they can. We'll
Alright.
try to keep going, Anix. Remember, if you have a pillar, just stand on somebody else.
With ugly. Here, I'm gonna get these 2 pillars next time it goes.
Sounds good.
Spread out.
Yeah, me and you
I got it.
stack. Me and you stack.
Alright, stack.
Move in.
Move out.
Spread out.
So I'm gonna get that pillar.
Stack. Stack on me. Stack on me.
It's fine. Move in. It's very.
So if you stack on someone else, only 1 pillar spawns?
Only 1 pillar spawns.
Run.
Move out. It's how you deal with multiple people being dead for the run.
So what if we spot?
Then you're
Like, let's
gonna
say we
have
got a
4
perfect.
people go down.
You'd have 4 people go down
Yeah.
because the damage is just too high on the AO.
Because she summons like
one-
5.
Close.
That was my bad. I'm sorry. I was talking.
That's all right. Let's focus.
Okay.
Try and get the 50%. Run.
Move. Stop attack. Ready to pick up down if you can.
All right, who's gonna get the one in the middle?
Just be careful. Spread out. Move out.
I'm gonna get the one. I'm gonna get the middle in the middle, like real close.
That was a bad one.
That is 3. We can GG it. We got the 50.
No, let's try and get the 50. We're at the 52.
Keep
Move out. Move out.
Keep going.
Sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. Oh, it worked out. Yay. Come on, let's get this guy. He's at 51.
Fat.
Keep hitting him. Keep
geeks,
hitting
guys.
him.
Fat.
Move in.
There it is. There it
Nice.
is.
Please don't touch the sand wall. So this is where everybody
Ah, shit.
stack at arrow. Head to arrow. Please head to arrow. So now there's going to be 4 hands, so we just go in a clock.
It's up.
We're going to kill this hand, head across to the hand of eruption, and then we're going to cross that little ridge thing to the other hand. And
Cross.
no, don't cross yet.
Oh, not
Come
yet?
back.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw it the other
This
way in the
hand.
video.
Then
My
we
bad.
cross. If you have a CPC or whatever, you can try to put down. I know it's uncool. Right, just cross the little bridge now. This little bridge. Put down things. Dodge if you have to. Yeah, that happens.
Poison cloud up.
So notice we have 5, and that's going to be a lot of damage that we take.
Oof.
Now to her basic attacks like that.
No.
So that's basically the general strat is you start at, that's why you start at arrow, because you need to
Wow.
minimize the amount of confusion or the debuff stacks that you get. Ideally, once people are comfortable, you have one group, squad 1 start at arrow, and one group start at the other hand over here, so that you minimize the eruptions everywhere. But for the sake of training, and generally I think pugs, from what I've seen, you just start at arrow and just go in a big clockwise motion. But it did good.
How are
Everybody did
people
good.
jumping out of the holes? I saw people make it out.
So
jump.
you got trapped. So this fight is super janky. If you jump into a hole that's going to be filled, generally when you phase the hand, don't be jumping into or over any open spaces, because a pillar is you're gonna spawn inside a pillar. It's like, it sucks because you can't get out unless they phase and you get out.
I see.
So it's just like unlucky. It's like a
Cupcake
very
just
small
DC.
window. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's like a really, really, really small window where you can get trapped in a pillar and you're basically dead unless the group can phase fast enough.
But that was a really, really good pull considering we only had 9 people. We got it down to 50%. That was a great job by everyone. Couple little glitches here and there, but I mean, cripes. We're not going to complain about that if we got to 50%. That was awesome.
That's a training. Is Cupcake there?
Looks like he DC'd.
Maybe we
Full
stop
folder?
here. It's 20 of midnight for me. I mean, I've been doing this for
yeah.
well over 3.5 hours. And that was kind of a good note to end it on.
Yeah, good job,
Can you hear me?
everybody. Yep, can hear you, Cupcake. Oh,
Hello.
Ash came.
So
Hey, girl.
I got pizza.
we're done
Yeah.
for now.
The hardest part for when there's less and less people is just getting used to stacking instead, because in the beginning you're trained to not stack, but when people die you have to stack to make it easier for everybody. But that's fine. That just comes with doing the fight.
So I did record this. I will put this into the boss video channel. It might be worthwhile taking a quick peek at it just to see the mechanics a little bit better. And, you know, after you sleep on it and look at it, you'll probably even pick it up even more. So,
Yeah, this fight is very hard. It's mechanically, it's very straightforward, but it's very hard to master and get used to. But it's once you do it right, it feels really good to do it right.
Did y'all get it?
No,
Yeah.
Aw.
that's okay.
We got post 50 though.
we did get 50. No close about it.
For 9
Nice.
people,
I said post 50.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misheard you.
Below
Firebrand healer is good here. Alacrity or Renegade healer is considered probably, I think it's better than the Firebrand healer because they can have an 100% upkeep of the bubble. They're like weird centaur bubble for each of the hands. So you can just cheese it that way and you don't have to have your Scourges bring Corrosive Poison Cloud.
I
But,
just have one thing to say about tonight.
uh-huh.
You guys have been doing this to me all night, so screw you.
Yeah.
What happened?
Boon Thief also works here as well for tanking.
He did a killjoy.
Oh.
Thanks,
No,
Soda,
but that really was a great
for all
job,
your
everybody.
leadership.
Well done.
Yeah, good job, guys.